What's good, my peopleizations? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? So I'm sure y'all see the comments made by Eddie Hearn, right? Eddie. Eddie. So Eddie Hearn, he responds to something that has zero to do with him. Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland situation. And Eddie Hearn decides to chime in and give his thoughts on the situation. Well, Eddie Hearn simply is just very, very mad because he can't announce what happened to the big announcement we're waiting for. He said, we're going to announce it a week ago. That was 4 weeks ago. Then he said, we're going to announce it in 2 weeks. Well, that was 3 weeks ago. So now we're still waiting. What happened to the announcement? And you guys agreed, according to the reports. According to the reports, in June 10th of 2020, you guys agreed to a 2-fight deal, to have a 2-fight deal in 2021. So what exactly is the holdup? Huh, people? But yet the people will say, it's Blue Blood not being truthful. Yet the people will say, it's Deontay Wilder not being truthful. Yet the people will say, it's us. We're not the ones that's telling you the truth. But yet, y'all can't realize and recognize that they have been telling you and leading you to believe this for quite some time with no announcement. Where is the announcement? What is holding it up? Where is the sticking point? All party involved was on board, right? Everybody was on board, right? Right? Isn't that what they told you? Everybody was on board. Right? Everybody wants to fight. Isn't that what Frank Warren told you? Isn't that what Eddie Hearn told you? Isn't that what Tyson Fury told you? Everybody's on board. So why haven't we got an announcement? CRB1. My brother, salute in the super chat. So Fury going to have a mega fight on 18-month layoff. #cat. No, but they told you that Tyson Fury cannot even wait that long. Isn't that what they said? Isn't that why we going through the whole situation with Deontay Wilder in mediation and Deontay Wilder in arbitration? Because Fury can't wait that long. Y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see the play? King Jr., my brother James, Stephen Young, on the mic, my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Go subscribe to my brother On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Money in the Ghetto, Vince Williams, Lion Dave Brown, OG Sean the Dawn, Warrior Class the Third, God's Greatest, Kev N. Effort, Ratchet since 91, Dwayne Freeman, BG, Wayne Jr., Bomb Squad for Life, Doggy Pup, David the Real Thomas, Derek Banks, Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, Jonas Khalid, Sean Snowden, Vinnie Vincent, Tab Investments, Pure Amy, Chuga Fantastic, my brother. Salute to my brother in the super chat, Chuga Fantastic. Adrian Williams, Lenny Spencer, The Brothers UK, Fight to Prove My Love, Nuke Juice, Anwar Willis, Well Deck 357, Gravy Davy, the Zoom Verse, Jose Diaz, Geo James Khalil 98, Three States Below, Javi Carrillo, Underground Asylum, David Scott III, Robert Wilson, Kenneth Pinkney, Stan Swoosh, my brother, I Am Ill Will. Go subscribe to my brother, I Am Ill Will. Charlie J, Chaz Bleak 0573, Unforgiven Life, Michael Parker, Calvin Johnson, Lil Scrappy, what's good with you, King? Gavin Washington, Quan Fields, MZ Talks Boxing, Macadocious, Mac of the South, Dark Truth, Amani Smith, my brother, Chuga Fantastic in that super chat, showing love as usual. Kanal Williams, Michael Demps, Darius Brew, my brother Bish, B Megastar, what's good with you, King? Who am I missing? Lights Out 973, N7, Live Bands, Gavin Washington, John Walker, Scott Birmingham, Q Ball, Dark Truth 2, Marcus Priest, Joseph Brown, Anonymous Professor, Todd French 600, Ketty Peace 504, Robbie Rotten Tattoos and Art, salute, Emmanuel H, Kenneth Howard, Mr. Shelton, President Jafar, Eric Salazar, Corey Mountain, TD LLC, Eric O, Kirk Jordan, Zach D, Will Latimer, Rob Sportsman Lee, Rampage Jackson, Chris Garcia, John Smith, Loving Down Gaither, Great Fights, Only the Funk, Tay Brown, Peace and Blessings, Queen, H, Salute, DeHaven Alexander, Antonio Roberts, Deontay Tsunami, Force Maher, Kelly Johnson, Robert Williams, Tug UBSJX, Salute. How would you manage Wilder's career? Get him on the top. Would you make him the fight next? Or I could break that down. I could break that down for show. For Shizzo. Vernon Allen, what's good, my great brother? Knuckle Up, Demetrius Queen, Blaine Tucker, That Boy Tito 1, BZ 4566, Robert Wilson, Chris Trucker, Salute, Trouble 1980, Emmanuel H, A-Rod 83 Basio, William Old School Ardette, my brother, Plus Size Goddess, Peace and Blessings, Queen, Quan 43, what's good with you, King? CHRA, my brother, salute, Coach Rob, Kenneth West, Lamar Johnson, Dario Fernandez, salute, King Bush, Real Gamer, Jerome Clemens, Albert Harper, Travis Gotti Boxing. What's good with you, Trav? Trav Gotti, what happened to you don't make content no more? Mr. Pac-Man, salute. Gravy Davies, Stick Talk Boxing. Chente Miranda, salute. Joe Brown, salute. KD, salute. All right, let's get into this, man. Salute to my brother, Waldeck 357 in the super chat. He said, no big moves can be made without Wilder name being mentioned, period. Hashtag Bomb Squad. This is a fact. Cecilia Robbins, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? In the super chat, she says, salute. Peace and blessings, Queen. Salute to you, Cecilia. CC. Kelly Gay, salute. CRB1, my brother in the super chat again. He said, media chat AJ Fury for months and not one word from ESPN. Nope. Lloyd Lawrence, UK. PGH Big Dog. Majid, salute. Priceless, the boxing goddess. Did I say your name right? Priscillis, the boxing goddess. Peace and blessings, Queen. Mr. Glock 19, great fight, salute. Jermaine Jubilee, Loving Out Gaither, Steve Mitch, Ben Yisrael, Red Beard Wavy Promotions Inc., salute. Clifton Tony, Shante Miranda, salute. So let's get into this. Leon Robinson, salute. What's good? Amir Nelson, Lawrence Noon, salute. President Jafar, Will Smith, salute. Elijah Campbell, Billy Bob, salute. It's priceless? Okay, it is priceless. Okay. Now, Queen, you know I don't read that well. H-Town 713, salute. Timothy Generate, salute. You know I don't read that well. Coming here adding letters to your name and all types of stuff. That don't bode well for me. Queen, Michael James 616, salute. That don't bode well for me. Cherry Shizzle, salute. Junior Quan. Makers Fontaine, salute. All right, let's get into this, right? Smash that like button. We got 420 people. We should have 420 likes. Terry Shizzle, salute. We should have 420 likes, right? So let's work. How many likes we got? Watch, we got like 120, 130, something like that. Dante DeHart, salute. Triple G, salute. William Old School Ardette, my brother. Mark Morris, great fight, salute. So listen. John Walker, my brother. Craig J, great fight, said Wilder got a lot of excuses. What excuses did you hear? Now, watch this now. Great fights. What excuses did you hear? And when did you hear him say them? Watch this now. Because I got time. I got time today. We just started. Stan Swoosh, salute. Yeah, 191 likes. I knew it. I knew it was going to be around there. We should have 400 likes. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in my house. Thomas Moreland, salute. Thomas Nolia, salute. So Eric O, salute. Neil X Davis, salute. We got 400. Now we got 450 around the world. Salute. Let's get 450 likes. Smash the like button. Let's work. So the brother, Great Fight, said he got a lot of excuses. Okay, so Lord Sweat Real, salute. I got time today. So Travis Scott, salute. Paul Sutherland, salute. Seven Trails, salute. So listen, explain to us what excuses did he come up with? Alan Turner, salute. Go ahead, tell us. We'll wait. I'm waiting for you. Alan Turner, what's good with you, great brother? Tell us what excuses he made up. Go ahead. And where you heard of that? I already know one you're getting ready to say. Water bottle, Fury gloves, the uniform. Okay, great fighter. I'm going to break that down. You said water bottle, Fury gloves, and then uniform. So I'm going to work backwards. Did you see, did you see and hear the link and the audio in that interview when he said the uniform was too heavy? Yes or no? Just yes or no. Did you ever hear Ashante L, salute, Jay Stone, salute? Did you ever hear Chilltown Majors, salute, Al Roberts, salute, Amir Nelson, salute? Did you ever hear the interview or see it or anything? Did you hear him say his suit was too heavy? Yes or no? And let's work fast because we got to get into this. I got to get into the meat and potatoes of this video. So I'm going to work fast with you. We're going to do this fast pace, okay? You on the express line, my great brother. You are on the express line. Jalen Stone, Picasso, Dane Watson, Alex Carrillo, D-Man Jr., salute. You are on the express line, my great brother. So let's work fast. Let's do this fast, okay? Boston and Barbecue, Romel Lane, salute. Right Hook 1000, Goldie Boydley, salute. So now, have you ever heard that with your own ears? You heard the interview. You have the link. You heard him say that the suit was too heavy. The uniform was too heavy. Bruh, a loss is a loss. Y'all act like a dude got. No. I didn't ask you that. Now you moving the goalposts already. You're moving the goalposts already, and you didn't even get started. Real gamer. Cano Local Sports. NBA D Nice. Salute. Don't block them. Don't time them out. Don't do any of those things. Now you're saying, bro, a loss is a loss. I didn't ask you that. You said he got a lot of excuses. So I'm asking you. Let's break down the excuses that you said he has. Tab Investment, salute. Brian Petro, salute. Michael James 616, salute. Come on, let's work. 3 states below, salute. Did you hear a video with him saying that the suit was too heavy? Eric O said he's not immortal, so stop. Okay, so Eric O. What did I say? Did I ever say that he was? Yes or no, Eric R? Eric O, excuse me, I'm saying Eric R. Pardon me, Eric R. I'm putting you in the boat with Eric O. Eric O, did you ever hear somebody say that? Because see, unlike you have a listen, my mentality is unlike yours. I'm gonna do research, I'm gonna actually look into something. Alexander Double O, salute. So since you choose not to like him, oh, sorry, Eric O. Pardon me. I stand corrected. Oh, Erigo. Pardon me. I jumped ahead of the line and wasn't even I jumped in your Kool-Aid and didn't even know the flavor. Pardon me. Erigo, pardon me. I completely see he got me all riled up and now he wasn't even talking to me. Tone Jr., salute. Pardon me, bro. But where's the other brother? Great Fights. Where'd you go? Great Fights. Come on. Cano Local Sports. Salute. You in the front of the line. Envy the God. Salute. I'm giving you the express line, great brother. Q Johnson. Salute. I'm giving you the express line. Big Nick 32. Salute. Mark Wonderlick. Albert Harbor. Salute. So Cool 1. Salute. You got the express line. You right here. So I'm asking you, Great Fight. Did you ever hear him say that himself? Merc Son. Salute. I'm going to show you just how much research you should have did. So now, did you ever hear that? Great boxing, great fights. Come on, answer. Don't block him, don't time him out. I don't want him to say, oh, I've timed out, I was blocked, because you know they waste time doing that. My name 0316, salute. No. Come on. Let's work. Because I got to get in the meat and potatoes of this. And if you don't agree with Wilder, is listen, great fights. I'm asking you a question. Stop talking to everybody in the chat. I'm talking to you directly. Don't talk to everybody in the chat. Me and you talking. Let's act like me and you standing in my brother Fred barbershop and nobody else is there. I got the keys. I opened it to open up the shop for him. And now it's just me and you standing there. You asked for a cut. I said, this is not that type of barber, but I could give you some work. So listen, let's act like it's just me and you in this barber, right? Let's act like it's just me and you in the barber shop, okay? Let's act like my brother Fred said, hey, Blue, can you open up the shop for me? Because I'm going to be running a little late. Then I opened up the shop. You met me at the shop, and you said, hey, can I get a cut? And I said, no, I don't do that, but I can give you some fades. So I'm going to give you, I got time to give you some work. Not that type of cut. It's just me and you in the shop. Stop talking to everybody else in the chat. Just talk to me. Let's talk. So I'm asking you, right? You saying people, no, I'm asking you, Great Fights. Have you heard that interview? I'm going to break it down going backwards. Have you heard that interview? Have you heard Deontay Wilder out of his own mouth say that the suit was too heavy? Yes or no? Just yes or no. My brother DB in the building. Go subscribe to my brother DB, man. Go subscribe to my brother DB channel. DB, drop the link to your channel. Come on, great brother. Let me know. We stand in the shop. It's just me and you. Have you heard Deontay Wilder say that out of his own mouth and you heard it personally? Yes or no? Yes or no? Great Fights. Come on. Hustle Man Juan, salute. Spiritual Bias, salute. Come on. Come on, great brother. Let me know. Brian Heath, salute. Tyanna Scott, peace and blessings, Queen. Yes or no? Yes or no? You're dragging your feet. Jimmy Saville, salute. I hope I said your name right, great brother. In the super chat, he says Wilder versus Tom Little, true. BBC reporting. Nah, man. Nah. Salute to Vigel's son, my brother in the super chat. I hope I said your name right, too. Salute to you. Where did he go? Down to 65-year-old G. Grant, my brother, Triple OG in the building. Great Fights. He said no. So you never heard that, so why did you say that he said it? I just want to ask a question, right? So we're going to work fast because I got to get to the meat and potatoes of this, and I got to get my great brother Kurt Anderson in here. So you never heard him say it. So you said no, you never heard him say it. So why did you say that that was an excuse that he used if you never heard it, you never seen it, and he's never said it? He's never said it. You never heard it. So, but you said it as if he said it. You said he got all these excuses, and this was one of the excuses. Now you're saying you never heard him say it. So why did you say he said it? Sean Moore said, Wilder's not good. Sean Moore, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen somebody knock out or knock down every opponent they ever face? Yes or no? Good or bad? Jason Helton, salute. So Great Fights, let me know. Okay. So you said Montel Ellis, salute, my brother. Montez Ellis, salute. So then you said, now you said no. So that's not an excuse because you never even heard him say that. But you quick to say that he said something that you never even heard him say, right? Mamba mentality, salute. All in the name of you don't favor Deontay Wilder. So you would rather play something on him you never even heard him say. You never heard him say at all whatsoever. KK Penson TV, peace and blessings to the young queens. They in the building. Go subscribe to KK Penson TV. That's my brother, bitch, B Megastar. That's his daughters. Drop the link so people can subscribe to your channel. If you have kids, children, sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. Please. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., salute, young king. So, great brother, you never heard Wilder say that. Ever. But you rebutted it and said it as truth, as if you was fatigued of this situation. Ball, salute. Because you tired of hearing him making up all these excuses. Yet I asked you, did you ever hear him say that? And then you said no. So then how you running around telling people he's making up excuses and you never even heard him make up the excuse? You never even heard him say it. Okay. So now we're going to keep on rolling. Then you said the glove situation. He didn't bring up the glove situation until after Andre Williams, salute. Coy Michelle, salute. Nobody have ever heard him say that. Benny 1978, Ben, salute. Granny Higgins, salute. Jay Lee, salute. They never heard him say that, but they quick to say, yeah, he said the suit was too heavy. Nehemiah Glover, salute. You never heard it. You can't find a link to it. You don't know. You got it from anywhere, and you can't source it. But you'll say you'll take it as fact. Overstand 1984, salute. So then you said about the gloves. right? Mark Stearns, Juan Junior Boxer, salute. So I can show you the gloves. Lotto Powerball, my brother, where'd you go? Great fight. You still here, right? Harry Jones, salute. I'm just gonna ask you. We ain't talking about Wilder. We're not talking about me. We're not talking about nobody in the chat. Again, we're standing in my brother Fred barbershop conversation. We standing in his shop. He's running a little late. My brother DB, he's running a little late. So I had the keys to open up the shop, and you came. You thought it was that type of shop, but it is. So I'm going. So now I'm asking you, right? Okay, it's just me and you here. So now let's not Ricky Samuel salute, JT salute. Let's not source anybody else. Okay, Hubble telescope salute. I'm just talking to me and you right now. So I'm just asking you a question, right? So let's say we was in a store, right? And there's a pair of shoes, and they had something on it. I'm getting ready to buy the shoes, just me and you standing in the store, and I say to you, hey man, do these shoes look right to you? And then you say, no, they don't look right. It's just me and you talking, right? Never mind what you heard. Never mind what I said in the past. Never mind what Deontay Wilder said. I'm just asking you a simple question, right? When you look at this glove, no, I'm not sourcing Deontay Wilder, what he said. I'm not sourcing anybody else. I'm simply talking to you, just me and you, great brother. And I'm asking you a question. When you see a glove that look like that, Great Fights, because your name is Great Fights, meaning, so that tells me, right? That tells me you watch combat sports, you know boxing. Okay, so listen, Kyle Brown, salute. So when you see a glove that look like this with a watermark on it, and it looked like that, right? And you could count the fingers. Moped Mosley, salute. You could count the fingers in the glove. I could see 1, 2. I could see pointer finger right there. Look, you can see his knuckle right there, right? Look at his knuckle right there, right? Pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky. Look at the pinky up here. And then there's obviously that's his thumb. And just in case you say, oh, how come we got 700 people and we don't have 400 likes? What are we doing where they do that at? Lit Tone Capone, 1. King Vonnie, 86. My brother, salute. Benny Lester, Taylor Bell, salute. We got 700 people and we don't have 400 likes. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you walk in my house. Please, Young World, Prime Minister, salute. Please, Uber everywhere, salute. So just before you say Abdullah Brooklyn, salute. So I'm just asking you, great brother, Reese 1871, salute. This is his hand wrap right there, right? That's him getting his hands wrapped, right? You see that? That happens to be the right hand, okay? Now, if you go over here, that happens to be the right hand, okay? It's eerie similar. It looks the same because all he did was put a piece of green leather over it. It's the same thing, right? All he did was put a piece of green leather over his hand wraps. And that's all, right? Chris Trucker, my brother in the super chat, he said he listening to them fake news UK dudes. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. So I got a little bit of time before my brother Kurt come on. Punchline and Pugilist. Noe Gente, salute. Charlie J, salute. I got a little time for my brother Kurt come on. We gonna get in the meat and potatoes of this, and then my brother Kurt gonna come on, and y'all already know he gonna give you a history lesson. Derek Jimenez, my brother, coming through, dropping that $500 on your boy Blue, man. Salute to my brother, man. Coming through, studding up, and showing love, man. So, my great brother, where'd he go? Great fight, salute. LeVar Cooper, Mr. Finesse, salute. Great fights, there you go. He said, Blue, I'm not one of these fanboys. I know what my eyes see. Okay, good. So I'm asking you, yes or no? Does that look correct? Yes or no? Just say yes or no. Okay? Yes or no? Does this look correct? You don't have to. I'm not asking you, you're a fan of Wilder. I'm not asking you, you're a fan of Fury. I'm not asking you, a fan of Joshua, a fan of Blue, a fan of whoever. I'm not asking you if you're a fan. I'm asking you to tell us the honest truth. Does that look correct to you? Yes or no? Yes or no? I'm not asking you what Deontay Wilder said. I'm not asking you what I said. I'm not asking you what the General 7A Sports, my brother Fred, Barbershop Conversation, DB, or the brothers in the chat. I'm not asking you none of that. I'm asking you simply, you like you said, what you see, does that look correct to you? Yes or no? Never mind what Wilder said. Never mind what I say. Never mind what nobody else say. When you look at that, does that look correct? Yes or no? Yes or no? Go subscribe to my brother DB. He dropped the link right there. Yes or no? Does that look right? Yes or no? It's easy. Text yes, YES, or NO. Which one? Solomon Yisrael, salute. David Rojas, salute. Kwame Edwards, salute. Tom, salute. Come on, great brother. Does it look right? Yes or no? Ray Real, salute. Come on, great brother. Ahmad Brooklyn, salute. Where'd you go? I thought I just seen your name. He said, can't tell. You can't tell. All right, I got to give you another vision. I can't tell. That's what you're saying. You know you can see that. Now you're not being honest. Now you're not being honest. So let me give you a more close-up. So here, everybody can see that, right? Because he said he can't tell. He can't see it. Can everybody see that? Everybody can see that, right? Can everybody see that? Gold, salute. Lauren Anderson, my brother, salute. Rampage Jackson, salute. Granny Higgins, salute. V that guy, salute. Everybody can see that, right? He said he can't tell. Do tell. Do tell, great brother. Tell me if you can see that. Can you see it? Yes or no? Merc Son, salute. Conscious Mind 666, salute. What that mean, though? Oh, man. All right, good brother. You told me everything I need to know. Thank you. Boxing MMA 365, salute. What that mean is, I asked you, you said, you gave me three things. You said it was the suit. Then I asked you, have you ever heard it? Have you ever seen it? Then you said no. So that debunked the suit. He never said the suit was too heavy, right? And you never heard it, right? But you took it and ran with it. So now I'm asking you, then you said he talking about the gloves. So now I'm asking you about the gloves. Never mind what he said. I'm asking you, if he said the glove was an issue, does he have a point? Yes or no? Because you're looking at them gloves and you know where I was getting ready to go. So you know I was getting ready to say to you, if those gloves don't look right to you, then how could they look right to him? And then you would have to agree with him, right? There's something wrong with the gloves. But instead of you being honest, you will sit here and say, I can't really see it. I can't really see it. Man, everybody in here, we got 800 people in here right now, and everybody can see it but you. Everybody can see it but you. How? Be Black Samurai, salute. Everybody can see it but you. How is that possible? All in the name. See, here's the thing. And I want y'all to understand, because I know some people say, hey, Blue, why you waste your time doing that? And I want to show y'all. These are examples that people don't like Deontay Wilder, and they don't even know why. So now he's saying, so what? Now he said, now listen to this now. Now listen to this now. First he said, Deontay Wilder is making up excuses, right? Now we show you and debunk the fact that he's not making up excuses. He has a valid point. But instead of him saying, man, he got a valid point, he's saying, so what? He got whooped, and y'all can't take it. He ain't a superhero. Who said he was a superhero? But guess what? Why wasn't it on an even playing field? And you can't even admit it. Because, see, when you look in the mirror, you can't even say to yourself why you don't like that man. That's bad, bro. That's bad. That ain't a good look. That ain't a good look, bro. So now you move to say, he ain't no superhero. So I do this. Listen, people. I know people say, hey, Blue, why you waste your time talking to me? Why you do it? Because I want to show y'all just how much people, Chef Curry, my brother, Sue, they have a dislike for Deontay Wilder, and they don't even know why. They don't even know why. I'm going to say it again, people. They don't even know why. He don't even know why. So instead of him it gets to the point where they don't know why so much that they just refuse to be honest when you could tell them, hey, man, was Fury gloves green? No, man, well, because of the shadow on the can. They can't even say that. They can't even say that. For somebody who tries to give the sport of boxing everything. He didn't even want the fight stopped, people. He was upset the fight was stopped. He'd rather get knocked out for the fans, people. And yet people will sit here and don't like him and don't even know why. You know why? More than likely because he stand up for people like that. And they don't even know him and don't even realize it. And they don't even realize it. So they would rather not acknowledge the truth that's right in front of them just to stay standing on the side of not in his favor. That's why I do this. Taylor Bell, my brother in the super chat, Blue, you watched that MTK Global Boxing piece from the BBC on YouTube? No doubt in my mind, Fury is a part of massive scandal behavior. Oh, yeah, I watched that for sure. But nobody should be surprised. This is the sport of boxing. It's the sport of boxing. Right? This has been going on since the beginning of time. LaJessica Burden, peace and blessings, Queen. Since the beginning of the time, this has been going on. Since the beginning of time. I don't dislike Wilder. I just tell the truth. No, you didn't tell the truth. Now, go ahead and block him. Go ahead and block him, man. Now you say now you're talking about I don't dislike him. I just tell the truth. You ain't tell the truth. You ain't tell the truth the whole time I've been talking to you. You refuse to tell the truth. No, your truth is you just wanted to see that man lose. Stand on your square. You should stand on your square. Just say, listen, man, I don't like the dude and I wanted to see him lose. Stand on your square. You're not telling the truth again. I don't dislike him. You're not telling the truth. You just said I don't dislike him. I don't dislike him. I'm just saying he lost. Again, you're not being truthful. Just be truthful. You know how many people today's time didn't like Muhammad Ali, and today's time they in love with Muhammad Ali? Sad one. Salute my brother Kurt Anderson, Kurt Sugar, aka my brother historian, my co-host Kurt Anderson. I'm about to send you the link right now, Kurt. New Fat Boy Fitness. Salute. You know how many people didn't like Damon Henry? Salute. How many people they love the Muhammad Ali right now, and when he was in his prime, they didn't like him. Macro J-Bo, salute. And see, they have to say, he has to say to himself, oh, I don't dislike him. I don't know him to not dislike him. So if you don't know him to dislike him, then why don't you tell the truth when you see it? Because you don't have a dog in the race. Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher, salute. Go subscribe to my brother Act Reacher. If you don't know him to dislike him, that means you don't have a dog in the race. Then why don't you stand on the side and favor on the side of truth when you see it? Because you see it. I just showed you the gloves and you tried to say, I can't see the gloves. I can't see the picture you're showing. And then then that wasn't truth because you clearly seen the picture. Then you went from you saying you can't see the picture to you saying, well, what does that picture even mean? Well, I thought you can't see it. So how you saying, what does the picture mean if you can't see it? Van Gloria, salute. If you can't see the picture, then how you say, what does the picture mean? I'm confused. Old dude, salute. Ethan Fresh 73, salute. Dave Rage Games, salute. Cue Ball, salute. Abdullah, go right here. We got another one. Where'd he go? This brother, Abdul Ghaffar Ibram. He said the picture was Photoshop. Wrong. Good try. I personally called and asked him about the photos. The photos have his watermark on them. I called him and asked him about the photos. He even gave me a price to buy the photos. How could he sell me? And I said, okay, he got his watermark on them to stand by the photos. These photos ain't Photoshop, great brother. They right off the website, straight from the photographer. Reese Joe, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? I asked him personally. Got his number right here. I called him when this all first started. Stormy B Man, my brother, salute. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B Man. And I asked him, hey man, how much of these pictures are on? He didn't even know what was going on. When it started to pick up steam and everybody started talking about it, miraculously the pictures got removed. So great brother, why did you say the pictures was Photoshop? I don't even know how to Photoshop nothing. Goku Butler, salute. I don't even know how to Photoshop nothing. So why did you come here and say it was Photoshop? Hey man, Abdullah Ghaffar Ibram, watch this now. What website did it come from? This brother, watch this now. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna give y'all another example. What website did it come from? Watch this. Watch this now. Don't block Abdullah Ibram. Don't block him. Watch this. I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all again. Abdullah Ibram. What website did it come from? Amir Nelson, my brother in the super chat, he said Billy Joe and Fury are turning a blind eye to what Daniel Kinahan is doing just to get somewhere in their careers, and it's sad that this is going on. Oh, for sure. But why is it? It's not surprising. It shouldn't be surprising to you. Tab Investment, my brother, salute. In the super chat, he said, keep it coming, Blue. Stay up, stay real. Salute to you, King. The brother said, I could never view Deontay Wilder the same way y'all do. Come on, brother. Then that means if you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. It has nothing to do with that. And clearly you missed the point. Again, how you dislike a brother that you don't know. Retros for Life, 79 Boxing, salute. BNN Boxing News, my brother, salute. You said you don't know him. So let me ask you a question. Boy, now my brother, salute. Let me ask you a question. Is right right and wrong wrong? What does it have to do with all of the stuff you talking about? Sheena, peace and blessings, Queen. Carter, salute. Skills from New Orleans, my brother in the super chat. He said, strong, black, fearless, and militant always invoke fear and with the biased community. Exactly. And they don't even know why. They don't know why. Again, the brother's still talking, man, I can't view him the same way y'all view him. What are you talking about? If you don't stand for something, you stand for nothing. So I'm asking you a simple question, right? What about the other people? So, man, you just can't, man. You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't. You simply can't. Tyreek Hill, salute. NBA Film, salute. PMD 18, Goldie Boyley, Cedric Battle, salute. You can't make this stuff up, man. Don't even know the brother. But yet, this is how you're viewing him. You're clearly showing how you view him, but you don't even realize it. Jose M. Severino Jr., salute. Severino Jr., salute. Lucci Capone, salute. Shogun 76, salute. Did y'all notice they say that about everybody? Mr. Mo loves music, salute. If I'm talking about Errol Spence, man, you just all Errol Spence. If I'm talking about Deontay, oh man, all you know is Deontay Wilder. If I'm talking, it just continues. It goes on and on some more. It goes on and on some more. But yet he still can't tell you. So where's the other brother, Ibram? I'm asking him, what website was it? He trying to Google it. Larry Roy, salute. In the meantime, let me salute my brother, Emmanuel H., coming through in the super chat, dropping that 3/4 quarter of $100 in the super chat, showing love. He said, salute, Blue, and the peoples in the chat. They never want a true king to be the face of boxing. It's like telling a blind person across a major highway, shaking my head, expecting my firstborn in the next 2 weeks. Definitely going to start him early with the facts over feelings. No doubt. Salute to my brother, Emmanuel H. Congratulations to you, great brother. Congratulations to you. Your firstborn, huh? Man, ain't nothing like it. About to change your life forever. Slim Bo Nice, salute. It's going to change your life forever. 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 Like Cardi B said, forever. That's a fact. That's a fact, King. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on your journey, man. Enjoy every moment. Destin Taylor, my brother, coming through, dropping a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute to my brother Destin Taylor, man. Appreciate you, King. Hey, Wavy 09, salute. Yeah, everybody congratulate the great brother, man. He about to have his firstborn, man. Emmanuel H, man. Everybody show my brother some love, man. He about to have his firstborn, man. Everybody show him some love, man. Send him the praying hands, praying emojis. Show him some love, man. Show the brother some love, man. Let's show the brother some serious love, man, for coming through. And he show us love. He hold us down. And we got to show him that we appreciate him as well, man. Yeah, man. Stormy B, man. You know, I know way too much about that, Stormy. Far too much, man. Cold Boy Cash, salute. Man, I know about that, man. Hey, man. Hey, Manuel H, you got a lot of catching up to do. Catch up to me, bro. You need 8 more. Woo-hoo-hoo. You need 8 more, bro. Chantel Hill, salute. Josiah Matthews, salute. 8 more. Catch up to your boy Blue, man. Stacy 85 Cross, peace and blessings, Queen. Overstand. Cushy Beats. Yeah, show my brother some love. So let's get to this, right? So smash that like button. How many likes we got? 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 Smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes to 1K. Long D Gaming, salute. Yeah, he said, yeah, for sure, man. You understand me? BMF, salute. Cuddy, salute. James, salute. Get them likes up, man. We got 900 people and we don't even have 700 likes. What are we doing? Get the likes up to 1K. Get the likes to 1K. Do me a favor. Tuka Gang, salute. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Please ring my doorbell before you come in the house. Tuka Gang, salute to the shot. I know what that's about. Melanin Royalty, salute. Picasso, salute. Muka Ram, salute. Q-Ball, salute. Please wipe your feet before you come inside. Let's work, man. Let's work, my peopleizations. Mill 5, salute. Get them likes up, man. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes up to 1K. Liam McPherson, Dre Boog, salute. Get the likes up, man. Let's work. So, listen. When are we going to get this announcement, this big announcement for this big fight? I'm going to tell you, right? Graham's Fitness, salute. Right? Naughty Crash, Isaac Williams, salute. I'm going to tell you this, right? You have to, Enrique Hawkins, salute. You have to think about this. Now, you hear Eddie Hearn, Chaz 313, salute. Now, Eddie Hearn is saying, Ibram, he said, if the photos were real, then Deontay Wilder should have used it against Tyson Fury instead of asking for money. What money did you hear him asking for? Again, you misled. Why? Why not do your research? Kenya B, salute. So you don't even know. I asked you, where's the website? You clearly don't know where the website is, right? So that means, how would you know if it's official, authentic, or not, if you don't even know what website it was? And I told you, I had 3 different conversations with the man who created it, right? So yet you will say the website, the photos wasn't real and Photoshop, and you don't even know what website it was. Then you saying Deontay Wilder asked Tyson Fury for money. How did he ask him for money? What money did he ask him for? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about? Now you're saying he asked him for money. What money did he ask him for? Now I want to ask you, great brother, what money did he ask him for? My brother Adrian Payne, he said in the super chat, he said, who in their right mind is going to Photoshop that many pictures? Not only that, Adrian Payne, but Photoshop it and put that watermark on it. Your watermark solidifies you. It certifies the pictures. That's like me putting up content and then putting Bluebird Sports TV on it. That means I stand by my product. So why would I put up a picture 1,000 pictures. That's not the only picture. That's just pictures that we surfed through and found them. It's multiple pictures. He had pictures of the weigh-in. So you're telling me the pictures of the weigh-in was photoshopped as well? See, this is what people don't know because they didn't do their research. They just like to rebuttal what they heard because they don't like Deontay Wilder. So it's easier to say, oh man, this dude making excuses because they don't know and didn't do no research. So you saying the pictures are photoshopped. Photoshopped? So let me ask you this question. If those pictures was photoshopped, why do you have to pay to get into the package of pictures to get that picture? Now, those pictures are down. You have to pay the package to get all the pictures to get that picture. Why would you have to do that if it was photoshopped? And if you don't even know the website it came from, I don't understand that. And then he stand by his products. If you call it ask for other products, that's not even his main field. The real Rick Rob, salute. It's not even his main field. Go do your homework. And he didn't see. I was one of the first people that actually picked up the phone and contacted him and started asking him about multiple different pictures because that's not the only fight that's up on his website. And his weddings and his bar mitzvahs and it's all types of different things up there. It's just not photos of that fight. See, this is what people don't know. This is a legit photographer. There's pictures of mountains and all types of stuff that you could buy from up there. That just happened to be a couple of pictures that surfaced from this fight that we found out about. That's all. He didn't even know anything about this fight or anything about the gloves. And then if I take his picture and start tampering with it, then he could be like, listen, man, these people are taking my picture and turning it into something else. Why? See? See how that works? Just showing Giles, my brother, ZZ, salute. Lucci Capone, salute. See how that works? Just do your homework. Right. Great question, my brother. My brother Jason Wright. He said, if there's Photoshop, then show us the original. Thank you, Jason Wright. I was getting ready to get to that, and you beat me to it. My man, Jason Wright, doing my job. Kavon Slim, my brother, in the super chat. Forget these. Let's get to the meat and potatoes. Salute. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into that right now. My brother, Jason Wright, doing my job. Come on, great brother. This is my job here now. You dig what I'm saying? You can't be beating me to the punch. He says, now listen, we got another one. JT, my brother in the super chat, he said, how was the video of the gloves Photoshop? Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Well, because they're going to tell you that the editing software allows you to do it. This is what they're going to do. Naheem Ayuba, he said, Wilder ducked AJ, bro. Seriously. No, he didn't. And that's not serious. That's actually a running joke. It's not serious at all. Not at all. Mike Smith, salute. Not at all. So, meat and potatoes, right? Let's get into this, right? So, let's look at it from this standpoint. They told you 4 weeks ago they was going to announce the fight in the week. Now, first of all, didn't they tell you that they agreed to a 2-fight deal? They agreed to a 2-fight deal June 10th, 2020. They agreed to a 2-fight deal for 2021, right? That means they had to work out some of the kinks and the different demands and things of that nature within the contract. Yes or no? Atlantean man, salute. Right? Venus Hightower, salute. Dropping that dub on your boy Blue in his super chat. He said, he's super sticker. Salute to you. Ishmael Malone, salute. So now let's think about this, right? So now look at it from this standpoint. Stan Swoosh, Ishmael Malone, salute. So now let's look at this. 4 weeks ago, now June 10th, they announced, Tyson Fury announced June 10th right? On his social media. Let's go, baby! The biggest fight in UK history has just been agreed upon. A 2-fight deal in 2021. That was June 10th. That was June 10th. Right? Okay. William Old School on that. My brother in the super chat said, Blue, they can't handle the truth. You can't handle the truth. No, they can't. They can't. They can't. Moral Moss, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute, Blue. Your corner should always investigate gloves after fight. Just saying. Oh, this is a fact. That's a fact. Big Block, salute. Supreme Beast Boxer Talk, salute. That's a fact. Bon, salute. So now, right? Now let's look at this. Eric Alden, salute. Appreciate you. Now, smash that like button. Let's get the likes to 1K. Smash the like button. Cerebral Shadow by salute. Now, June 10th. So imagine this. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao agreed to a fight, a 2-fight deal for 2021 in June 10th of 2020. Aren't y'all going to be expecting an announcement immediately? LJ the Pro TV, salute. Wouldn't y'all be expecting an announcement immediately? I'm asking for a friend. Wouldn't you be expecting, D-Matt, salute. Wouldn't you be expecting an immediate announcement? If right now, Errol Spence comes on his social media and says, let's go, baby. Me and Terrence Crawford agreed to a 2-fight deal in 2022. Aren't y'all going to be expecting details and things to come out immediately? Carlos Williams, salute. DP Rocker, salute. Right? Cali No Cap, salute. Y'all going to be expecting an announcement immediately, right? The Nutty T-Man, salute. Right? Y'all going to, Mill 5, salute. You're going to be expecting an announcement, right? June 10th. So that's the beginning of June. So you got June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. We are 9 months in. 9 months. Ramu Nixon. Tito Fuente, salute. Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. Duke Doom 1, salute. Mission Nutrition, salute. We are 9 months in, and they still ironing out details? Big Wink, salute. Nobody, 9 months of negotiations? What is there to negotiate? Shouldn't AJ be the immediate A side? Right? Mentu Hotep, salute, King. AJ is the immediate A side, right? PZ Paul, pull counterbox, salute. So what is there to negotiate right now? And didn't they say this is the biggest fight? 9 months. I'm keeping this up there. 9 months. This is the biggest fight in UK history. And they still got to iron out details. 9 months. They already agreed. So listen, how did you agree with no details? To come to an agreement means you agreed to everything he wanted and he agreed to everything you wanted. Isn't that agreement? Isn't that an agreement? 9 months ago, you agreed, right? Keep in mind, the pandemic already started. So we can't say, well, the pandemic happened and then everything got pushed back. No. The pandemic was already started in June. Well, we was well into it in June, right? We was at the height of it in June. So we already knew. So it wasn't like that came in and shook up things, right? So 9 months ago, they agreed to 2 fights, not 1, 2. They didn't agree to 1 fight. They agreed to 2 fights 9 months ago. And yet every week, every Thursday, here we go. We teetering on another Thursday. They telling you that they're going to give you an announcement in 2 more weeks now. Huh? I'm confused. Somebody help me understand. That was 9 weeks ago. 9 months ago. 9 months ago, they told you they agreed to a 2-fight deal. So agreement means, imagine this. I'm going to give y'all another example. Imagine this. LeBron James become a free agent. Now imagine this now. LeBron James becomes a free agent, right? And then they say, hey, man, LeBron James agreed to play for the New York Knicks. What? Yeah, he agreed to a 2-year contract with the New York Knicks. Oh, man. It's going to be everywhere, right? LeBron James, a free agent, he agreed to play for the New York Knicks, right? And imagine we at the All-Star game and LeBron James has yet to play for the Knicks. Imagine that. Because the season usually starts around late September, October, right? And then the All-Star game is usually around, January, right? January, February, I forgot. So it taken all these months, and LeBron James has yet to suit up for the Knicks. But they agreed to a two-year deal, and there's no injuries. There's no injuries. There's no reason for it not to happen. So why are we still waiting, people? Why every week Eddie Hearn comes on? Why does Eddie Hearn come on here and say that Charles Martin is going to beat Deontay Wilder? Listen, do you think he truly believes that? Salute to my brother Carolina Ryder coming through, dropping that hundo on your boy Blue, man. As usual, coming through, studding up, showing love. He said, salute. Had to show AB some love in the profile pic after yesterday. This pic from Wilder Fury 2. We had a great convo at Caesars in Vegas. Salute. Yeah, AB is, man, when you talk to Adrian Broner, see, people have a huge misconception of Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is one of the coolest dudes you could ever meet. He's very approachable, very nice dude, man. And he's a down-to-earth dude, man. He's a real guy, right? He's a celebrity that's a real person. Adrian Broner is one of the coolest dudes you could ever meet. Seriously. One of the coolest dudes you could ever meet. Salute to my brother, Emmanuel H. Back in the super chat, dropping that. Man, how do I say this? This $100 and a quarter in the super chat. He said, great content, Blue, and the people's in the chat ain't letting nobody slide. It's confusing. People rather support a foreign fighter over their own people. Where do they do that at? It's crazy people want to see this man lose so bad, and he came into the game late. Why don't like him? Shaking my head. This is a fact. That's a fact, great brother. That's a fact. They don't know why they don't like Deontay Wilder. Just like yesterday, my brother Carolina Ryder, like he said, right? He came through showing love to Adrian Broner, changed his profile pic. And yesterday, people were saying, man, well, Adrian Broner, he just don't work hard. That's why he don't let his hands go. They don't know why they don't like Adrian Broner either. They don't know why. They don't know why. They don't know why. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. It's amazing, man. It truly is. It truly is, man. It truly is. So, like I said, so now, hold on, let me send my brother Kurt this link. I always like to get it in for a minute, so I don't have to interrupt Kurt when he's chopping it up, man. You know what I mean? So listen, how many likes we got? We got 900 people in the building. How many likes we got? My brother, Khalik Raouf Amin Hamed Bey, salute. Ramu Nixon, salute. So, Leon Sterling, salute. So now let's look at it. Charles Brand, salute. Shamar, what's good with your king? Peace and blessings. The real Jew Shalom, salute. Hong Si Kwan, salute. 817 Boxing Beast, salute. Yes, sir. Smash that like button, man. Get the likes to 1K. Eric O said we got 802 likes. How? We should be at a K already. Patron Dimitri, salute. We should be well over a K already. Well over it. Tone Banger, salute. B.O., salute. We should be well over. Derek Williams, salute. Josh Hall, salute. Lemire Walker, salute. North Memphis, 48, salute. Urian Carter, salute. Daniel Lack, salute. Man, we should be well over a K already, man. Wipe your feet before you come inside. Ring my doorbell before you come in the house, please. Jay Grant, salute. Dwight Eby, salute. Greg Wright, salute. Mr. Finesse, Assault the Guard, Timothy Robinson, salute. So now, Josh Wiggins, Joseph Wiggins, salute. So now let's get into this, right? Now let's think about this. Imagine this. Like I said, imagine LeBron James. Now imagine right now when let's say who's a free agent. Let's say in NFL. Let's say Deshaun Watson. He agrees to a 2-fight deal. He agrees to a contract with the New York Jets. Everybody know he want to be traded. Let's say Deshaun Watson right now says, "Oh, Dr. Lemon Pepper, salute. The XO of the RO, salute." Let's say Peter Von Ark, salute. Let's say Signature Sound, salute. Let's say he agrees to a contract with the Jets. Slim Jim 314, salute. A two-year contract with the Jets. They make the trade, and we never see him play. We going on a year with no announcement. People, did y'all realize that? Every week they're telling you we're getting closer. How you getting closer to an agreement when they already agreed? How you getting closer to an announcement? Oliver Balboa, salute. Curtis Johnson, salute. How you getting closer to an announcement when they already agreed? What are we waiting for? We know it can't happen in the UK, right? All Ticket Group, salute. Michael Banks, salute. J Max, salute. We know it can't happen in the UK. They said that everybody involved wants this fight. So what is the holdup? Michael Banks, salute. What's the holdup? Salute to my brother, Dr. Lemon Pepper, in the super chat. Appreciate you, King. What's the holdup? Corey McGowan, my brother in the super chat. He says, Spence, remind me of Hagler, workman, boxing style, southpaw, quiet, and hard jab. Yeah, I'm going to let Kurt get on that one. But William Taggart, salute. Salute to my brother, Kurt Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar, a.k.a. the historian, my brother, my co-host. What's good with you, Kurt?
Blue Blood Sports TV. What's good with you, family? What's up, chat? My extended family. What's going on with you people today?
Yeah, man, Kurt, man. We was talking about this, Buddy B.A. salute. It's clear that Eddie Hearn is not happy with Deontay Wilder. First, he said that Charles Martin is going to beat him. Life, love, peace, and blessings, Queen. He said Charles Martin is going to beat him. Now we move, Kurt. Now, Kurt, have you ever heard of this? Because you're a historian. My people. Kurt is a historian. Y'all know I can be, energetic about this, and I can be, passionate about it, right? Kurt is passionate in a different way. Now, Kurt is a historian. Kurt, have you ever heard of fighters agreeing to a fight, a 2-fight deal, 9 months, and there's still no announcement?
I can't say off the top of my head, but there's something funny. There's something brewing in the background that we all don't know about. Remember, there's always a hidden card when you have, a situation like this. There's a reason why they're not announcing it. We just don't know. We could speculate. It must be major because an announcement would have been made already. I think it's kind of weird to me, that the announcement of Fury and Joshua is not being made. So that makes me believe that Deontay Wilder maybe got some kind of legitimate gripe going on, and everybody's holding court. And I think Hearn saying Charles Martin might beat Wilder, I think is sour grapes. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. Maybe a court battle that we don't know about. Maybe it could be anything, but it will come out, especially in boxing.
Mm-hmm. And so my thing was, right, Kurt? Ramses Piper, salute. Trey Dennis, Sylvester Solomon, 2011. SG Pass, salute. Harold Jones, salute. my thing is this, right, Kurt? It's been 9 months. They said they are now, Kurt. If you agreed to a 2-fight deal, 2 fights, not one, you agreed to 2. That means you ironed out a lot of details, didn't you?
Yeah, they mad at Deontay Wilder because that's what's killing it right now. Remember, they announced this fight months ago, and the
June
weird
10th.
thing, yep,
June
yep,
10th.
that's a long time ago, and
Yeah, 9
nothing,
months.
and everything is on the shelf for right now. So they're just waiting for some kind of ruling to see, if the I don't know because Deontay is going through with it to see the courts or what have you. They can come to some kind of arbitration so the fight can go ahead and be made because there's a lot of money to be made. That Fury and Joshua fight can't take place in the UK. It's going to take place in the Middle East. They're willing to spend big money. The money is there. It's tens and tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. Probably. And Deontay Wilder is that monkey wrench right now, and they can't be happy. They can't.
Right.
So we're going to just have to wait and see. Cheaters
Kurt.
justice, I call it.
Hey, Kurt. They announced it 9 months today, June 10th, and we are February 10th.
Wow, that's you know, wow, that's a long time ago. So, just a little tidbit. Speaking of February 10th, today is the anniversary of Mike Tyson and Buster Douglas. Biggest upset in sports history. One of the biggest, and when Douglas knocked out Mike Tyson, February 10th, 1990.
Now listen to this. See, great fights he's coming through. He clearly don't like Deontay Wilder. Now, listen what he says. He says when 2 champions get together, it take time to make a fight that big. It ain't take 9 months to make Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather when they started negotiating. When Floyd Mayweather went in the hotel room with Manny Pacquiao, it didn't take them 9 months after that. It didn't take them 9 months. Actually, it was done pretty quick, Kurt. After we saw Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao at that basketball game come to face, it didn't take 9 months after that. It didn't even take 9 weeks.
You're right, because I knew when I start seeing Floyd and Manny in the same place at the same time, I said they're gonna fight. I believe it was a Miami Heat game. I can be wrong. I vaguely remember that. And remember, I think Manny was walking by and Floyd tapped him. And that later that night, Floyd went in his hotel room. And you know what, Blue? The fight was made. So Fury and Joshua, nah, that's Deontay Wilder holding that up.
Exactly. And one brother said, well, it's due to the pandemic, during the pandemic.
Nah.
They announced the 2-fight deal in June at the height of the pandemic. Today, the things is tailing off somewhat or leveling out. This was the unknown. It was at its height when they announced that they was negotiating and got a 2-fight deal done. You can't agree to a 2-fight deal. That if you agreed, that means you agreed to everything he wants and he agreed to everything you want. So why would it take 9 months to get an announcement? It don't take 9 months.
Blue.
Smash that like button, people. Go ahead, Kurt.
Let me ask you something. Now, I have people on the inside, and I asked them what's going on with the situation. Nobody knows nothing. You can't say it on the air. If you know something, we'll talk. But mum's the word. I haven't heard anything. I don't know anything.
Well, one person close to me, just like I remember, I had put that information out there that they leaning in Wilder's favor. They leaning in his favor. So there's a strong possibility that Tyson Fury may have to vacate the belt to make the fight happen. And Anthony Joshua is not willing to sign and commit to it if he's not guaranteed that Tyson Fury is going to have the belt. Because he wants it to be for undisputed. And so the holdup is that it would be more valid if they had a legit reason why they're not fighting Deontay Wilder in the trilogy. But they don't have a legit reason because, as we see with the video and the audio, Tyson Fury and Frank Warren are saying that they are part of the reason they held up the trilogy, because they said that they didn't want to have this fight, a fight of this magnitude, without fans in attendance because it's too much money would be left on the table. But they said it was Deontay Wilder that was absent. They couldn't contact him. They didn't talk to him. Remember, Tyson Fury put on where's Deontay Wilder? Remember that? Then in September 28th, Kurt, Tyson Fury put on his social media, don't ask me about fighting nobody else. The only person I want to fight is Deontay Wilder. That's the biggest fight in boxing. And then he said, nobody else could beat Deontay Wilder outside of me. Remember, he put that on his social media?
Right.
And then he took it down. He also took down the announcement that was supposed to come. He also took down the announcement when he announced they agreed to a 2-fight deal. Why? You know why, Kurt? Because if me and you have business, and then I go, you here, Kurt, you my co-host on this show. Imagine tomorrow, you my co-host. Imagine tomorrow I'll be like, yeah, this is my co-host, and it's somebody else. Wait a minute. You're my co-host. What happened? Yeah, well, no, this is my co-host now. Like, huh? Without a reasoning. And that's what's going on. They don't have a reasoning for why Deontay Wilder's not getting a trilogy match, because like Frank Warren and Tyson Fury said, it's no point in having it. It has to take place in the States. They broke the records for the heavyweight gate. They broke Vander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis. I think that was that fight, right? That's the gate they broke?
Yeah.
So they broke that gate, all that money, but they're trying to tell the world this is not a big fight, the trilogy. Now, like you said, Kurt, and we all in agreement, Fury and Joshua's fight in the UK. And for us, hardcore boxing fans, right? That's a big fight. Heavyweight for undisputed? Yeah, in the UK. But if you can't have the fight in the UK, Kurt, then it don't have the same. What they say? It don't mean a thing if it ain't got the swing. It ain't got the same luster. And then you listen to Tunde. He says that if everything was cleared up and on the normal circumstances, Joshua Fury should be a fight to take place in Vegas. And he stands by the UK. So you don't even think it's a bigger fight in the UK on UK soil than it would be here. Because Kurt, they can't charge the numbers that we charge here in the States. Our pay-per-views are $75. They paying $25. Our ticket sale, because I know people over there. I got family in the UK that go to fights and everything. Kurt, they told me they getting tickets over there. You can get tickets to Joshua $50, and you can't get no ticket, no fight, a big fight of that magnitude for $50, $30.
That's how much I pay to park my car.
Exactly, Kurt. And you still got to keep checking on it because we ain't get the unlimited package. You know what I'm saying? Kurt, just to park our car at the Barclays Center, across the street from the Barclays, is going to charge you $25. And that's all, and they only giving you 4 hours, 6 hours. Imagine that, Kurt. So this is you can't. So now to have it out of the country, to have it in Dubai or anywhere else, like you did Andy Ruiz and Joshua, yeah, they're gonna put up those investors gonna put up big money for the fight, but are they gonna get a return for the investment? Because you can't travel, Kurt. Everybody's not willing to travel, and there's still limitations. There's still limitations, and in the UK, right? They was closing down boxing gyms and all types of stuff in the UK. So how are you traveling to do what? So now this is what you're doing. You told us the reason you wasn't fighting Deontay Wilder was because of Deontay Wilder, and he missed the deadline, October 15th. But then you do an interview after that and say that he it was due to y'all. Everybody was on board that if this fight couldn't take place with fans in attendance, it didn't make sense to have the fight. So was it Deontay Wilder stopping it? Or was it that you guys didn't think you could capitalize on it? You're contractually bound to this fight. And then Kurt, you say, well, I don't want to fight. I can't. I've been training this long. There's no way I can sit on my hands and not fight. Kurt, now we're going in the middle of February. He still ain't fighting. So if it wasn't a big fight and you need to stay active, why not just make the fight him, get it over with, and move on? And just move on. It's not a big fight, so why are you worrying about the gates? Isn't that what everybody says? Nobody wants to see it no more. So then why are you worrying about the gates? Why are you worrying about the money coming back? Get your money. Because remember, Kurt, Fury signed that deal. Like, he has a deal like Terrence Crawford does with Top Rank at ESPN, remember? Mm-hmm. So he gets a guaranteed purse anyway. So why is he worrying about it? Because remember, Kurt, he told the world it's not about the money. It's about the legacy, right? So then why are you worrying about your purse that you're getting back? When you get a certain amount, it's not adding up. It don't add up. Come here, fight in the state. And then didn't he tell the world that from here on out, when he denounced his boxing license in the UK, didn't he tell the world that he didn't want to fight in the UK because he didn't like how he was perceived over there? And his home was going to be the United States because that's where the money is anyway? Isn't that what he told us, Kurt?
She sure did. I remember every word he said.
Right. So, and then Joshua said, and then this is where I'm confused, Kurt. Joshua's the clear A side. No doubt, right, Kurt? There's no doubt he's the A side, right? He's unified. He's been the world champion before Tyson Fury. 2-time unified champ, right? He's defended his titles. Tyson Fury's never defended a title, Kurt, ever in his career. He's never defended any of his titles. So Joshua's the clear A side. And they said, remember when Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight was made? Didn't everybody say it don't matter? Joshua's still the biggest star in boxing. He's bigger than Tyson Fury. So he's a clear A side. Now that clear A side, Kurt, and Anthony Joshua, he told us, Kurt, that if he fought outside of the UK, it would make sense for that fight to be against Wilder. And if he fought in the UK, it would make sense for the Fury fight. And then he said, I don't want to fight Tyson Fury outside the country. That don't make sense. Remember when Tyson Fury was saying, if I fight Anthony Joshua, I'll fight him in Dubai? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Or in Vegas? And then Anthony Joshua said, I ain't fighting Tyson Fury. It only makes sense for me to fight him in the UK. And didn't Anthony Joshua say, I can't fight Deontay Wilder in the United States because I owe it to the UK fans that supported me to have undisputed on UK soil. So Joshua's not the problem. He can have the fight on UK soil. He can have that fight on UK soil. The problem is Tyson Fury can't have the fight on UK soil. Because as soon as he pick up his license, UCAD has already made it abundantly clear. As soon as he does it, they're going to launch a fresh investigation. And he's facing a 7-year suspension. But people just want to dismiss everything. They want to act like none of this is taking place. When it is. So there's no way it takes 9 months to announce this fight, a fight of this magnitude, when they already agreed. If they agreed in principle, then that means they agreed, hey, Joshua, I want this, and Fury want this, and this, and we agreed not to one fight, Kurt, but to 2. You went as deep in negotiations to agree on a 2-fight deal, not 1, 2, Kurt. But we can't get an announcement. And every week, Eddie Hearn is telling us next week. Then next week come, well, then next week. And next week come, it's going to be 2 more weeks. Well, what is the sticking point? Because they didn't mind saying that, oh, well, it was Deontay Wilder. He didn't want this, or he didn't want to agree to this. He didn't want to. So what's the details? Tell us what's the holding point. What's the roadblock? That roadblock resembles a 6'7", 225-pound American former heavyweight Olympic bronze medalist. Because clearly there's something happening here that they can't announce it. And then remember this, Kurt. I've never heard this, and you're a historian, Kurt. Eddie Hearn said, we're going to sign the contracts before we get the venue and the date. You ever heard that, Kurt?
Nah, I mean that's just all of this preposterous, man. I mean, Fury going back on his word. If he was so confident, he could have fought Wilder. They could have been fighting in this hunt or whatever, and then he could have got Wilder out the way if he would have won and fought Joshua. But now he just it's this big old mess. It's like a soap opera, man. And like I said, something's going to come out. Mm-hmm. A ruling is going to come out, and like you said, they're favoring Wilder, so that's the main reason why the fight is not announced.
Right. And so this is what I was told. Now I don't know how this works. I don't know is it how true it is, or I don't know, because obviously I'm not a legal I'm not a legal representative, and I'm not in the case. But this is what I was told, that Fury could do what he wants, but he faces the possibility of Wilder getting money from him, and on top of it, losing his belt. Well, that makes it pointless to fight Anthony and Joshua at that point. That makes it pointless, because the whole point is undisputed on UK soil. So Kurt, they're not, see, and this is another thing, Kurt, they're not creating history if they fight in the UK. Because we already saw undisputed British heavyweight in Lennox Lewis. The history is that it's 2 British fighters fighting on UK soil for undisputed. We've already saw an undisputed heavyweight British boxer in Lennox Lewis, who's arguably the greatest. You could argue he's one of the greatest heavyweights in the history of sport of boxing. He's the greatest. He might be the greatest boxer to come out of the UK, Kurt. So we already saw this movie before. So if they fight in Saudi Arabia or in Dubai or anywhere else, where's the history? But go ahead, Kurt.
Well, it's very rare as an American boxing fan. Now, the fight is not a big fight overall in the United States, only with us, in the chat, hardcore boxing communities across America. I was really amped up to see this fight, and I still am, because it interests me. Certain fights have a aura to it. They have this juice that you really want to see, because it becomes very interesting, like Taylor Ramirez. Certain fights just have that, but I think about Deontay Wilder, how wrong they doing him when you have a contract for a trilogy fight. I haven't forgot it, but I realize how messy boxing can be, and I just want things to be fair, and I don't think they was fair to Wilder in the last fight. Looking at things, seeing pictures, and talking to people that's on the inside. I can't tell you the names, but I don't think it was fair to him. But I'm very interested in Fury and Joshua. It's just that Fury feels that he can do whatever he wants. I mean, he's been doing it for years. So, and Joshua wants to be undisputed, and with the fight being held up, so now it becomes a cluster. You know what? And I just want to see fights, man. But I also want to see justice for fighters who've been done wrong, cheated on, and in court, whatever the case may be. But Lennox is one of the absolutely one of the best fighters to come out the UK, because no UK fighter has gotten the respect from the American boxing public like Lennox Lewis. A lot of people love Lennox Lewis, but Fury and Joshua, I never thought I'd see the day where I'll go crazy over, two Brits fighting for the heavyweight title. I ain't think I ever see it, because American heavyweight's been so dominant. It's been like 42 American heavyweight champions, in history. 42. They had like something like 9. But I'm excited. I respect UK boxing. I'm excited for this fight. But what's right is right, and justice has to be done by any means.
And that's my thing, Kurt. Let's get to I wanted you to answer Corey McGowan before we move forward with this subject. He said that Spence remind him of Hagler, workman boxing style, southpaw, quiet with a hard jab.
I don't see that. I think they're different fighters. I see what he's trying to say, but Hagler was such a complete fighter, and he was more smooth than Spence. Hagler had two careers. He was a pure boxer when he first started in the 70s, and then after the Antifermo draw, he said, "These going to be my judges," and he lifted up his fist, and he became a puncher boxer, more aggressive fighter. But Hagler was a complete fighter. Spence is strong, has a very good jab at southpaw, but he can't switch like Hagler from unorthodox to southpaw. Terrence Crawford can do it. Marvin Hagler can do it. Spence is a strong fighter. I'm trying to see who Spence remind me of. It doesn't. It's somebody that I'm missing, but I'll tell you before the show. But I don't see Spence and Hagler as being comparable.
Yeah, I think Hagler was he was a little more fluid, right? With his style, right? So I don't really see the comparisons. I understand the southpaw, strong, big, very technical, but not, like you said, Curry. I find it hard pressed to find a fighter that fights like Errol Spence.
Yeah, Errol got his own style that will make him unique, and so do Marvin. That's why it's hard to, compare the two. People know Marvin like late in his career, Mugabe, Leonard, Hearns. Marvin been fighting since 1973. So when he fought Hearns at 85, that's 12 years. And to his career, Marvin came up the hard way, but Marvin was, I said smooth, and you're right, fluid is the word that I was looking for. He was like real fluid, man. And in his in the emotions, Earl and Terrence, I like them because they have a lot in common. They both get hit, and they both aggressive, and they both can box. That's why the fight is interesting. I find them not comparable, but share some of the same traits as each other.
Lance Scales, salute. Ty Smith, Pito Frescobar, Deontay LeRae Coleman, King Senior, Muggsy 23, Anthony Paul, See Through, Christopher Sam, Ahmad is Ahmad, my brother, salute. Dark Kent 718, Cedric Trailer, salute. John T, salute. Magnus, salute. Salute to my brother James Kelly in the super chat. He said, "What's up, Blue Blood?" Salute to you, James Kelly. What's good with you? Kurt, and before we switch, I got a video yesterday. I got my hands on a video that I completely forgot about. Muhammad Ali and Tommy Hearn's exhibition.
I seen that. I seen that.
Yeah, I was like, man, I'm like, wow. Dude said it to me. He's like, "You remember this?" I'm like, wow, man. I'm like, wow, man. Like, Kurt, that, like, my kids was laughing at me, right? Because that took me so far back to my grandmother, And my grandmother used to always be like, And what you gonna watch? We got boxing. I tell the kids that now. We got some action. That's what she used to tell me. We got action every time there's a boxing match on there. We
We
got action. That's what she used to tell me. And I
we got action.
yeah, we got action. That's what she used to tell me all the time. And what you going to eat? What you want for din din? That's what she used to tell me. What you want from din din? We got some action. We got action, especially it was during the week and during the weekend. Boy, what you want for din din? Because we got some action this week. She used to tell me that all the time. So I was like, that when I saw that, man, it took me back, Kurt. It took me so far back, man. What's your thoughts on that, though, Kurt?
When I first saw it years ago, man, they was going kind of hard, harder than usual.
Yeah.
That's what shocked me. Them punches were light. You can hear them go boom, 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 boom. I was like, whoa, they're going kind of hard there.
Yeah. Kurt, they was fighting. They was trying to prove a point.
Yeah.
They was trying to prove. I think people took Muhammad Ali's showmanship, right? I think people took his showmanship for him taking it light, but he's always done that. You know what I mean? Like, that's who he is. You know what I mean? He's a showman. Like, he's an entertainer. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to take it light.
Muhammad can be a mean dude sometimes, Muhammad Ali, man. People underestimated that when the Beatles, the famous group, crashed his sparring session, I should say, and they was taking pictures with him. And then when they left, he said, I can't tell you the names he called them, but he was like, "Who was those for?" And that was it. But I think it's on YouTube. He called them a name, but Ali was a mean dude. When you go to somebody's house and stand in their front lawn at 3 a.m. and wake them up because you want to challenge them to a fight, like he did Sonny Liston. My father used to always say when I was small, "Man, I know Sonny Liston want to kill that man." He used to always say that.
Yep. Nick J, she said, "I love that. I say I got action all the time." Yeah, Nick J. Like today, I was just riding and I was telling I took my son to get some sneakers today, and I'm riding with him, and I'm like, "Man, we got some action this weekend." And he's like, "Huh?" I'm like, "That, yeah, it just took me back, man. Seeing that, it was like, it really was a throwback from, it just takes you back to certain moments, Kurt. I remember, riding in her. She had my grandfather, my great grandfather, my grandmother's father. He had a deuce in a quarter, Kurt.
My father too, a mint green one.
His was ice blue.
Those are very popular cars, by the way, for you young people. We used to call Buicks a deuce in the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
My father, playing Al Green, going an 8-track tape player.
Yeah, I just had the music going, man. I'm listening to it, and they like, man, the kids like, "Dad, what is that?" They cracking up, laughing at me. I'm like, man, this just took me back, man. That took me back.
See, Blue, it becomes sentimental because you think about people who's not here. Your father, it could be your grandmother, it could be a friend, but usually it's your family members. That's why I look at all these old fights. I remember the whole family watching Sugar Ray Leonard and Wilfredo Benitez. My sister was in her room. Her and her friends was watching the fight because they liked the way Ray looked. Ray was a pretty boy. And me, my mother, my younger brother Michael, and my father drinking Schlitz beer, puffing on a cigar, saying, "Leonard gonna knock this boy out tonight." It's just the sentimental value carries a heavy load.
Right. And that's the thing, Curry. It just take me back, man. You know what I mean? Oh man, oh man. It just the scent, like you say, Kurt. Just certain little things, I used to tell my grandmother, man, because we had that the couch with the plastic on it. Oh man, Kurt.
Oh, I remember them days. I mean, boxing cuts deep because, like I said, when Holyfield beat Tyson, my younger brother was a huge Tyson fan. He had a deep-seated hatred for Holyfield that was dangerous. Because every time they show Holyfield on TV, he used to snarl at the TV, and I just be like, "You taking this thing too serious?" But that's boxing. When you have a
Mhm.
compelling sport, it's not like boxing, man, because it's so emotional and compelling, and it can cloud your judgment because you fall in love with the fighter. You get mixed in with the emotion of the fighter, and when he lose, it felt like you lost or your close family member lost.
Mhm. Yep. Salute TR in the super chat. He said, "Good work, fellas. Salute to you, King. Appreciate you." Salute to my brother RGJ3 Boxing in the super chat. He says, "Tank done for the year." He said that he was done for the year, and then he came back and he said that uh he might be Misfit B, peace of blessings, Queen. He said that he might be back in June. So, who knows what's going on with that. He said they think that he broke his hand, and then he's saying he could be back in June. They gave away his date, so nobody truly knows. I just report it as it comes, man. Mac J Hollywood, salute. Uh Noah Gente, salute. Robert Rich, my brother in Super Chat, he said, "Blue, good stuff. Do you think the fight with Errol and Bud is a bit closer after the accident than before the accident?" Uh, that's a good question, right? I saw Manny Pacquiao, his team. They said that they watched the fight. Marvin Rollins Jr. salute. They watched the fight very close, Kurt, and they said that after watching the fight so close, they said that they came to the conclusion that Errol Spence's footwork was very, very sloppy. His timing was off. He's not the same fighter. He's hesitant, and at the end of the year, they see themselves being victorious against him. I didn't see that. I don't know what fight they was watching with the Danny Garcia fight. I don't know what fight they was watching, and they got that, that conclusion to it. But I think Errol Spence is the same fight, and I think he's going to be better. I think he's more disciplined. I think he's more focused. He's gaining experience every time out, so I think he's going to be a better fighter than if it would have took place before the accident. Because I think the accident. I think, and I don't want to say that, man, but Tariq Ransom, salute. I think the accident kind of woke him up, right? Coach Anthony, MMA, salute. I think D Blair LaFleur, salute. I think it kind of woke him up, right, Kurt? And like he said, now he understands what's important to him, right? He don't want to take it for granted. So now he's focused, he's locked in, he's honed in, and I think he's gonna be better now. I'm not saying he grew better than Crawford. I'm just saying I think he's gonna be better as a fighter moving forward because of that. But Kurt, do you see what Manny Pacquiao and them saw? Because I was like, wait, what? That they got all of that from that? It made me rewatch the fight, and I'm like, man, I don't know what they saw, man.
I don't know what he's suffering from the Mikey Garcia syndrome. People always seem to see something in Spence that I don't see. Spence looked a lot better than I thought coming off a car crash like that, and he didn't fight an Ivan Red catch. He fought Danny Garcia. He used Danny Garcia as a tune-up. This is a multi-world champion, former champion, and Danny Garcia. He used him as a tune-up and tuned up Danny Garcia. You see Garcia's face looked like he was mugged in the park
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Mm-hmm.
So Earl looked at a lot better than I thought he would look, and that's not the best Earl we're going to see. He'll be better once he, get another fight in. He was a little rusty comparing the old Errol Spence to the Earl Spence that fought Danny Garcia, and that was a good Earl Spence. So you can imagine what lies ahead. That's why him and Terrence need to fight. It's a true 50-50 fight. I can't tell you who's going to win. Before, I favored Crawford, but I could see how Earl could win, but I could also see how Terrence win. They styles play into the hands of each other. So it would be very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Sabrina Macklin, peace of blessings, Queen. Smash that like button, man. How many likes we got? The great brother, Kavon Slims, he said, salute. He got a question for you, Kurt. He said, smash that like button, man. Get the likes up. We should have at least 1.3 likes. I know we probably got like 1,000 likes. Smash the like button. How many likes we got? He said, Kavon Slims, he said, Kurt, did Mr. Mayweather duck Barrera and Eric Morales by moving out the weight class the first chance he got?
No, he wanted smoke with all those guys. He called out Prince Nassim Hamed. They didn't want to fight him because At that time, Floyd Mayweather was high risk, low reward. Remember, Shane Mosley at one time was a bigger star than Mayweather. So was, of course, De La Hoya. Remember, it was Mosley versus De La Hoya. That was the rivalry. You had the two fighters from California uh, fighting, and they ignored Mayweather. But Mayweather, like Tommy Hearns or Aaron Pryor or Marvin Hagler, had to come up the long way. He became a star the second part of his career when he became money. But the pretty boy Floyd Mayweather paid his dues. He wanted everybody, but nobody wanted to fight Floyd. Floyd always had a big reputation going back to the amateur days. He was real close with Frankie Randall. They were like brothers, and he was real close with Pernell Whitaker. And him, Zab Judah, and David Tour, they used to go to Colorado Springs, and Mayweather used to beat up all the amateur fighters in every gym that he visited. So Mayweather's name was out there before he became a star. Fighters knew to stay away from him.
Yeah, that's a lot of people get it, so much again, because people like we say, Kurt, so many people, they don't even understand. They don't even and this is not come on Slim, I'm not talking to you. People don't do enough research. So a lot of people, they go around, they say, hey, Floyd ducked this fighter, Floyd ducked that fighter. You know what I mean? Floyd didn't want this fight. Floyd didn't, it's just a misconception of Floyd Mayweather going on.
And Blue, I'm gonna say this. I was on the stream last week, and they was telling me, and this why I know people don't know boxing. They was like, well, Floyd ducked Margarito. I said, what? Listen, and I know they listening. They offered Floyd $8 million to fight Margarito, but Floyd was so smart, he knew that the fight was worth more than that, because he fought Carlos Baldomir for $8 million. And Floyd always fought people who was hot. Baldomir came off an upset victory over Judah. He was like undefeated for a number of years, and Floyd fought him. Floyd wanted more money to fight Antonio Margarito. They basing it on Margarito walking up to Floyd, and Floyd didn't fight him. And I said Floyd would have beaten the brakes, rotors, the power steering off of Margarito, man. Way too slow, slow feet, wild punches, long punches. Floyd would have countered him all day. That would have been a mismatch, because they thinking a big, strong fighter can beat Floyd. I said, no, somebody to fight Floyd, you need to be like a Winky Wright. That would have been a guy that Floyd would have had a lot of trouble with, because Winky was big, he had a repetitive jab, and he had great defense. The style would have been like tough for Floyd. But I tell people that, and they learn, no, he ducked them. So that's people for you.
And on top of that, Winky Wright, like you said, Kurt, Winky Wright would have gave him trouble, because Winky Wright is not going to put himself out of position either. He's very calm, cool, and collective. So Floyd would have had to, really, really jab him to the solar plex and really try to get him to open up. You know what I mean? Because Winky would have just, with his size, would have kept walking him down, walking him down, walking him down. And he'd do that all night, Kurt, all night with that high guard. And constant jab, constant jab, constant jab, walking you down, constant jab. Like, you really got to really. Floyd was quick enough, I think, to win the fight, but I think it would have been a tough fight for him, because he wouldn't have looked great. You know what I mean, Kurt? Like, he would have looked like remember with the fight with Oscar, he didn't look his best that night. You know what I mean? He won the fight, but he didn't look dominant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Winky, that's a good what you said. Winky, I thought he beat Bernard Hopkins. It was an ugly fight because they were too hard to hit. Both of them. The styles didn't mesh. I really thought he beat Jermaine Taylor at the time, but that was politics. And look what he did to Trinidad. But Winky Wright was a very underrated and underappreciated fighter. He was a unique fighter because he didn't have a lot of power, but he applied a lot of pressure because of that repetitive jab and that high guard. So he had a style that was like really hard to beat, and that style would have gave Floyd problems. The key to beating Floyd You gotta force him to fight at your pace. That's the mistakes that a lot of fighters made. And Sugar Ray Leonard said, if I fought Floyd, I would have made him fight at my pace, and I would have never tried to hit Floyd on the chin. I would have hit him on top of the head because he tucks his chin very well. So I knew Ray understood how to beat Floyd. You on mute?
No, I was looking for. I just
Oh,
did.
okay.
Kavon Slims. He said one more. Why they keep going away? And I just asked Kurt. I just asked Kurt and Blood this the other day. Skinny Hardaway, salute. Prince Blizzard, salute. I just asked Kurt, and I wanted to hear their take on it. He's asking it again. He said one more. Do you think Leonard beat Hagler that night?
Yeah, I thought he won 115, 113 because I said before the fight that if Leonard's still standing because of his personality and his aura, that they was going to give it to him based on his sentimental values. Just like when Hagler fought Duran, Hagler was trailing at the end of the 13th round. He had to win the 14th and 15th round just to keep his middleweight titles. And I don't think the fight was that close. I gave Hagler like 10 rounds and Duran 5. But with Leonard showboating, and see, Leonard understood that. Leonard shuffling of the feet, the bolo punch, and remember sticking his face out. He did that to woo the crowd. The crowd wooed the judges, and the judges was like, oh man, Leonard's look great, which he did. It was like 2.5, 3 years. His movement was very good, but that was Hagler's mistake because he tried to outbox Leonard, and he should have won at Leonard, just like Duran. The way he fought Hearns, he should have fought Duran and Leonard like that. He would have beat both of them more convincingly. Well, he didn't beat Leonard, but I thought Leonard was smart flurry in the last 30 seconds of the round. I had Leonard winning 7 rounds to 5, 115, 113 over Marvin.
Yeah, me too. And that's why I asked you, because I just asked Kurt this on Saturday. Literally, did not Kurt
Yeah, you sure did.
I just literally asked him this on Saturday because I watched the fight Friday night, and then I watched it again Saturday morning, Kurt, and I'm like, man, who won this fight? You know, I can't, you know what I mean? Like the night before, I'm like, man, Hagler won the fight. Then I got up, I watched it again because I was on my way to the barbershop, Kurt, and I'm like, man, this dude won this dude won. I'm like, Leonard won the fight. But the night before, I'm like, Hagler won the fight. So I couldn't, I could never figure out who I thought truly won the fight. You know what I mean? Larry Ebram Smith, salute. You know, I could never understand. I can't say it the same day. You know what I mean? That's why I'm like, man, let me ask Kurt what he think of this fight. Because I know initially I always said Sugar Ray Leonard. My uncle, he's young. You know, my uncle is my grandmother's son. And that's my mother's youngest brother, but we're close in age. We're only 5 and 6 years apart from each other. And so you can't find a bigger Marvin Hagler fan, Kurt. Like, he is the biggest Marvin Hagler fan in the world. So every time I say, I'm like, Sugar Ray, he'd be like, man, don't start that, man. You know he lost. You can't tell him nothing, man. If we go up to him and be like, man, you know Sugar Ray, man, don't start, man. He get emotional about that, man. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, man, I always watch it because, you know, he makes a lot of points. You know, when you're talking to him, he convinces you, you know, man, Hagler, you know, the everybody was already against him. Like you said, Kurt, Sugar Ray was a showman. You know what I mean? And he always says that. My uncle always says, like, you know, Sugar Ray Leonard is the golden boy, man. He was the chosen one. And he could do no wrong. Hagler was, was the opposite. You know, he was bound to lose. You know, so he always says that. You know what I mean? That's an interesting fight, man. I truly wish we'd have got a rematch.
Yeah, Leonard was smart. He wasn't going to give Marvin no rematch. Leonard caught Marvin at the right time, and a lot of people don't talk about that. The Hearns fight took a lot out of Marvin. Marvin was not the same after that war with Hearns because he had a hard fight with John and Beast Mugabe, and that fight right there convinced Leonard that he can beat Marvin. Remember the announcement?
Mm-hmm.
And he said a fight that worth more than Fort Knox would never be. And he made Marvin look like an idiot by being there because Leonard wasn't sure that he could beat him then. But he
Mm-hmm.
was convinced after you saw the Mugabe fight because Mugabe closed Marvin eye. So Leonard said, I can beat this man and make the fight. And they made the fight. And Leonard was right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And remember, he said his brother said that. He told everybody, I'm going to fight him. I could beat him. I know I could beat him now. And remember, his brother and their family was like, man, you can't beat that dude, man.
Yep.
And he's
That's
like,
what happened.
yeah, he said, I got him. I got him. You know what I mean? It was something he saw, but at least he really saw something. He really saw something though, Kurt. Smash the like button, people. How many likes we got, man? Get the likes to 1.2. Smash the like button. Go ahead, Kurt.
You know, Errol Spence, going back to Errol Spence and Mikey Garcia, you know how many arguments I had with Mikey Garcia fans said he gonna outbox Spence because Spence can't box. And I was like, what did you say? And I was like, I don't want to hear any excuses when Spence beat the brakes and rotors off Mikey Garcia. He can't box. He got hit against Lamont. He got hit. And I was like, okay. And look what happened.
Mm-hmm.
I argued with everybody. They were saying, and Mikey wasn't competitive.
And salute Philly Mids 315. And remember, Kurt, Riley Foster, salute. Remember, Kurt, Rocco 3, salute. Jay Dixon, Chef Boy LD, BO, salute. Coach Chris, salute. Remember, Kurt, even Sugar Ray Leonard, he said that Mikey Garcia is going to outbox Errol Spence. Remember?
Yeah, Leonard is a great fighter, but his picks, and they asked him why. He said because he's Mikey. I was like, what, Ray? I said, Ray, you need your head examined. And I love Ray Leonard, but I was like, they gave Errol no respect, and that Errol had a chip on his shoulder. And I knew Errol could box because Errol got his name from the gyms, just like Mayweather did when he blackened Floyd eye, and he was knocking out everybody in the gyms. And I heard about Errol way before the public, you know, and that's where he got his bones from, you know, his reputation. In the gym, they said this kid gonna be something, and he took off from there.
Mm-hmm. Larry Evan Smith, my brother, salute. Adrian Vett, salute. Yeah, what'd he say? What'd he say, Kurt? Why he gonna win?
Because he's Mikey. I was like, oh, Ray's a terrible announcer, by the way. Terrible. One of the worst. He was better at HBO, you know. And it's funny because I was looking at Tommy Davidson, I Live in Color, and he was
just like him when he was mimicking him.
Oh, he's funny, man. He's funny and though. Ray, great fighter, man. Great fighter, but terrible announcer. Because he's Mikey. I think they overrated Mikey and at the same time underrated Spence. And Spence beat Spence out. Did Mikey win a round?
No.
You can argue
the first round if you want to, like, really, like, the first round. He didn't win no rounds. D Dukes, P Newell, salute. He didn't win no rounds. Chris Trucker, salute. Alfred Yashirala, Dre Finest, my brother, salute. Treslin Patterson, salute. Yeah, he said because he's Mikey. I was like, oh man. And I remember Errol Spence, he responded to him too.
Yeah, but I like Earl because unlike Charlo, Mikey kept like calling Spence out. I remember they was at the fight and they went up to Mikey and Earl was sitting in the front row just enjoying himself, and Mikey had this serious look on his face. He said, the man I want is sitting right over there. I said, it's time for you to get the brakes beat off you, man. It's time, bro. And Earl got sick of him. Earl said, Al, make the fight. I'm going to get it through. And remember, Earl, everybody says that now. Earl was like, keep that same energy. And you know who was standing behind him when he said it? Tommy Hearns.
He was.
Tommy Hearns was standing behind. And then Mikey and them trying to counter that by bringing in Roberto Duran. I said, why you bringing Duran when Hearns knocked out Duran in 2 rounds?
Oh man, Kurt, you got me in tears, man.
I was like, why you bring up Duran for?
Oh, Kurt got me in tears, man. He said,
But that's true. I saw Duran. I said, why would you bring in Roberto where Hearns is still there? And Duran looking at Hearns like, I remember you knocked my head off in 2 rounds. Why would you bring me here? See, nothing went right for the Garcias. Nothing.
oh,
Nothing.
oh, snap. They even had Duran, remember, at the weigh-in and everything, holding the belts.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. What Earl told him, keep that same energy.
Earl was like, keep that. Earl was serious too. Earl said, keep that same energy. I don't want to hear no excuses, nothing. Mikey Garcia thought Earl was another Robert Easter and Adrian Broner. That's what he thought. That's what he thought.
Oh, snap.
This boxing thing cuts deep because you know what Mikey Garcia fan base started calling him? The tire killer. You want to know why? I'm just going to leave it like that. The tire killer. When he beat Robert East, I said, okay. And then he was like, oh, this is getting good. I beat Adrian Broner. I beat Robert Garcia. Now I want the big fish. I want Earl.
Remember, they was hanging out tight at that time, remember?
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And Mikey forgot one thing. There's levels to this. Just because they have melanated skin, Mikey thought he can go through everybody.
Oh man.
Kurt, I'm serious. This thing cuts deep. If he would have beat Earl, bring out Terrence Crawford. Let me get him. Let me fight Terrence. I'm gonna go up. I want one of the Charlos.
Oh, remember they were saying Mikey gonna run through that whole crew, remember?
Yep. I said, okay. I know it.
He said, remember he was like he wanted to fight Tank too.
I know it.
Oh man.
And I was arguing with your man. We was going at it. I was arguing with your man. What's your man name? Corey Lee Boxer?
Oh, Corey Lee. Yeah. Oh, Corey Lee was going in, man.
Yeah. I was trying to tell him, and he was like, oh, do some more research. I said, okay. I'll do that. I said, I don't want to hear no excuses when Earl beat the brakes off him.
Yeah.
Because everybody was underestimating Earl. And when they said the winner by unanimous decision, Errol Spence Jr., you know what Mikey was doing? Mikey was clapping his hands. Mikey was clapping his hands. He got a hand clap out of Mikey.
Oh man!
So we all know how arrogant Mikey can be.
Oh man!
And to make a man like that clap.
Hey Kurt, remember Mikey said, man, that dude, every move I made, he was 2 moves ahead of me. He was a much better boxer than I thought. He was 2 moves ahead of me every move I made. Oh man, Mikey, I was like, he sees something. Remember, Kurt, I must have made like 4 videos. I'm like, I keep watching Earl's fights and I don't know what he see.
That's one of the worst calculations a fighter can make that I can remember. He really thought, the arrogance of Mikey, he really thought he was a better fighter than Earl. I see something.
And no, Kurt, remember he said, we the same. Remember he kept saying that? He's just a bigger version of me. Remember he kept saying that? We the same fighter. I'm like, y'all the same fighter? He kept saying that. We the same fighter. I see the same. Remember, because I asked him, like, remember at the fight, I asked, what do you see in him? He said, I see me. Remember I did the interview at the weigh-in. And I said, Mikey, what do you see in Errol? He said, I see me. And I'm like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
During that day, there was Mikey sweatsuits all over the place because, see, it was building up to a crescendo where they said we could feel an upset coming. We're gonna beat Earl. Mikey's gonna be pound for pound. They were saying after he beat Earl, he gonna be #1 pound for pound. And I was like, oh, man, I should have bet that fight, man. I really should have. I really should
was
have.
Mikey sweatsuits all around that place.
I really should have, because I saw it coming. I said I knew Earl when he was an amateur. I said he gonna box the bejabbers out of Mikey.
Oh snap!
Because see, like I've told people,
Man.
there's always that one fight before the super fight that I see something. And you know what that fight was, Mikey Garcia, when he fought Lipinets. But Lipinets just wasn't good enough, but he was having success against Mikey Garcia. I said, nah.
Oh man, Vince Williams, I forgot about that. He said, salute to Vince Williams, Super J. He said, Blue, remember Tim Bradley said he see the same thing that Mikey see in Errol? He did. He said the same thing. That's why he never fought Errol. Oh man, I forgot, Kurt. I forgot about all that, Kurt.
No, I mean, I was on this channel that what's his name? International Boxing Fans Podcast.
Yeah,
that's the name of the channel. He loves Mikey Garcia. Oh, every day I was trolling him, messing with him.
I ain't seen him since.
I haven't. Yeah, me neither. And he was like, I was wrong. That Monday, he was like, oh man, I was wrong about Errol Spence. I was wrong about Mikey Garcia. I said, you right. Well, I ain't say it like that. I was, throwing some, Russian language, and I was like, you right. You was wrong. I kept telling you for 2 months you was wrong, but you didn't want to listen to me. That was crazy.
Yeah, Curry, man, that was man.
Boxing can be funny like that, though.
Yeah, I was like, when Earl, because remember initially, Earl was like, man, he took it was a joke. Remember?
Earl, he got on Earl's nerves because he was aggressive, and Earl was like, I ain't taking this dude serious. And then I was like, he really wants to fight you. Earl said, you know what? Make the fight. Make the fight. Make the fight. I'll fight him. Make the fight. That's why I'm an Errol Spence fan too.
He did the Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, the Rocky 3. You want it, you got it. Remember that?
Yeah.
And Clubber Lang, when he got carried away when he said, "Bring your little pretty on self down here." So you want it, you got it. That's all he needed to say.
I love that Rocky 3 movie.
Oh man, he was like, "Bring your pretty little self on down here."
I don't need no hands been in my corner.
Right.
Get that look off your face before I knock it off. Jump, Creed. Jump. I love that part, man. I love aggressive fighters, man.
Yeah. Curry told him Clubber Lang was out there talking all that. But boy, once he got to talking to his wife, boy, you want it, you got it. He ain't have to say no more. You want it, you got it. That's it.
He was smart. He baited Rocky into a fight by messing with Adrian.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want it, you got it. But all the talk he was doing, man, he was talking, I'm ranked number one. But y'all ain't never gonna see it.
And then Rocky looked at him. What was that? What? He'll knock into next week, Rock.
Right. But
this guy's a wrecking ball, a wrecking machine.
All the talking he was doing, he couldn't get Rocky. As soon as he said, "Hey, pretty woman." Hey, pretty. Everybody got quiet. He turned around and looked at him like, "Who are you talking to?" "Hey, pretty woman. Hey, pretty woman. Bring your little pretty on self down here. You want it, you got it." He ain't have to say no more.
Yep.
He ain't say no more.
By messing with his woman, yep.
Yep. You want it, you got it.
Once you bring your pretty little self to my apartment and
I know you feel with it tonight. Wishing you had a real man.
Oh man, I felt that. Good. You see Rocky's face when he said that?
The way he turned around. But all that talking he was doing, he couldn't get his attention. But boy, as soon as he said that, boy, you want it, you got it.
That's one of the greatest characters, Clubber Lang, man. I even like the name.
Oh,
he's scared. He's scared. He's scared. You see, look at his face. He's scared.
What'd he say? Come on, Creed. He said, "You want to jump? Jump. Come on, Creed. Come on, Creed."
Oh man,
movie, man. You want it? You got it. Salute to Emmanuel H in the super chat again. He said, dang, Kurt, from the top rope. Yeah, Mikey definitely went by the eye doctor wanting to fight over being prescribed them big.
That's funny.
He see something, he saw the man. Yeah, I don't know what I'm like. I had to ask him. I asked him at the press right after the weigh-in. I said, Mikey, what is it that you see? You keep saying you see something. What you see? He said, I see me. I was like, oh, wow. Wow. A-Rod 83 Basio, my brother super chat. When I researched Errol Spence fights, I was like, someone please say Mikey Errol will knock him out. Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know what I'm like, wow. And that's what people say. Oh, he couldn't knock out Mike. He didn't want to. He just wanted to show everybody he could outbox him because people were saying if it go the distance, Mikey gonna win because he's the better boxer. He gonna outbox him. Oh man.
You know what Pernell Whitaker once said? A lot of people don't talk about, and I remember he said it. He said when you knock a guy out early or knock him out whenever, he can convince himself that it was a fluke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But when you school a guy for 12 rounds, you could break his spirit like Mayweather used to do with people, and there's no excuse. He's going to look at himself and say, I was thoroughly outclassed, out hustle, outbox, out everything. When you embarrass a guy for 12 rounds, because that becomes psychological humiliation.
Right. There's nothing. It's like, man, then you have to say to yourself, he was the better man. That's too different. That's a hard one to swallow, man.
That's why Mikey was clapping, because he knew.
Mm-hmm.
And Mikey hair was all over the place too.
I was glad that Mikey said, well, it had nothing to do with his size. He said he was just 2 steps ahead of me. Every time I meant to make an adjustment, he was 2 steps ahead of me.
That's Blue, you're right. That's why I call the boxing ring, the square circle, I call it the truth serum.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was watching HBO and Jim Lampley was bragging about this fighter. He could do this, he could do that, he could do that, he could do this. And Emmanuel Stewart said, yeah, that sounds good, but one left hook on his chin can change all that. I was crying, man.
No, you remember Emmanuel Stewart said when Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton, he's like, when he was commentating, he's just missing the left hand. It's just getting there. And it's almost getting it. There it is.
Yeah.
He said, but yeah, Jim, he's just missing the left hand, Jim. It's almost there, Jim. It's getting there, Jim. There it is.
You know what? He
is.
He predicted the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight to the T, because that when the fight was being talked about, Jim Lampley asked him what would happen. He said very nonchalantly, he was like, Mayweather going to stay away and box him and box him and box him and win the decision. He was right.
Yep. He said he had quick, and he said Manny Pacquiao has quick feet, but Floyd Mayweather has. That was right after the Shane Mosley fight. Floyd and Shane Mosley, and he said, but Floyd feet are quicker than Manny Pacquiao's. They're more educated. He said, so he's going to control the distance. And I don't know. Remember, he said, I don't know how exciting the fight is going to actually be.
He was right on the money. Because I knew it was going to be exciting.
Yep. He was right on the money. He said, I don't know how exciting it's going to be. He was right on the money. Pugilist and politics. Salute, my brother. He said, about to replay. Peace. Salute to you. Quay Scott. Renee Bosch Young. What's good with you, Renee? Go subscribe to my brother, Renee Bosch Young. Money Brown TV. Go subscribe to my brother, Money Brown TV. What's good, Money? Yeah, smash that like button, my people. Just get the likes up. How many likes we got? Yeah, he did. Jay Murder. Salute. So, Kurt, what fights we got this weekend, Kurt?
Oh, man, we got a lot of fights. We got Joe Smith Jr., who I'm a big fan of. I forgot the guy he's fighting, but that's a good fight. Who else? 2 other cards. Rochelle and Valdez is next week. There's like 6 or 7 fights this week and next week. Who else? Oh, man. Joe Smith Jr.
Next week, we got Burchell and Valdez. Adrian
Who else we got? I'm missing 2 fights, 2 cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it's a few fights this weekend.
Oh my God, I can't believe this, man. I got a brain fart, man. Somebody in the chat, help us out. Who we got
Josh
this weekend?
Warrington. Money said Josh Warrington fighting this weekend.
Josh Warrington. Okay. I know. There's a bunch of fights coming.
JoJo Smith. Jojo Diaz.
Jojo Diaz.
Joseph
I
Diaz.
just saw him in last night against Garrett Russell because Showtime we be replaying those old fights, man. They showed that last night, but
and the
go
Teixeira
ahead.
card. The Teixeira Castano.
That's the fight I'm looking forward to the most. Castano and Teixeira. Yep.
Yep.
Y'all people still don't want the zone? Well, be my guest because come August, I'm going to re-up again. They got too many good fights, but I'm going to re-up again.
Yeah, I got to, man. I just love boxing. Oh, Richard Coleman this weekend too, Kurt.
Yeah, against Jackson Marinas. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and another fight. I'm interested in that Dominican dude, man. Elvis, he be playing the guitar when he knock you out.
Oh yeah,
the Dominican kid. What was it Elvis Rodriguez?
Yeah, I think that's his name.
He's from the Wild Card Gym. Roach got him. I'm interested, but one of the fighters said to Gary Russell, because Gary Russell wanted a lot of money. Was it Warrington? Somebody I saw it on my community page. They was like, "You ain't Floyd Mayweather."
He. And you remember he's supposed to be negotiating right now with Devin Haney. I don't know what's going on with that.
Right.
I hope that come to fruition. That's a great fight, man.
That's a great fight. I would love to see that fight, or it ain't gonna happen. But Tank Davis, because that's a huge fight, Washington and Baltimore in that region. But Devin Haney and will be a great fight. But I heard Ryan Garcia might fight Javier Fortuna. Did you hear that?
Yeah, and it's like I don't understand, man.
I don't believe him unless he get in the ring because the diva thing is taking over him with the Burger King hat, as my man KQKC say, and I think he's turned into a diva.
But the thing is, Kurt, right? I think that he'll lose to Fortuna. Fortuna is a bad fight for him, man. Right now, he's rough, man. He's rugged. He's gonna make it ugly. I can see him catching Fortuna, but I can see Fortuna winning that fight, Kurt.
That kind of fight for a young fighter is very dangerous. You got an awkward, experienced guy who know how to win. I thought he beat Easter.
Robert Easter. Yeah, I thought he won that fight too. And they still haven't said salute to pugilists and politics. My brother in the super chat dropping that dub on us, man. He said peace and salute. Salute to you, great brother. They still there's no news on Robert Easter right now.
I thought he would be on the undercard, but I don't think we're gonna see him.
Yeah. I'm wondering, Kurt, if they moved the date, did that hurt or that should have helped him?
Yeah, should have. He had more time. I don't know, man.
That should have helped him. I would think give him a couple more weeks. A week, rather, because it was supposed to be this Saturday.
We got a lot of fights. On the 27th, we got a fight.
We got Canelo and Yildirim.
Yep. So the next 3 or 4 weeks, we got fights. I'm looking forward to El Gallo Estrada versus Chocolatito, March 13th. That'd be the first fight that I really clamoring for, and it's going to happen. And Taylor Ramirez is going to happen in May 15th or the they said
May 22nd, right?
They said May 15th or the 22nd, either or. Yeah. But they definitely going to fight though. That's the good thing about it.
And don't forget, Kurt, we got Carl Frampton and Jamel Herring too.
Yeah, Frampton. I'm predicting right now Frampton beats Herring. Herring quits on the stool in the 9th round.
Money said Cash Flow making his. You remember Lil Cash Flow from Floyd Mayweather Gym?
Yeah.
He said he making his debut. Money said.
Okay.
What day? What fight card? Money. Oh yeah, we got a few fights, man. Larry Abram Smith, salute to my brother in the super chat, dropping that dub Honest, Kurt, man. He's supporting the grind. Blue, salute to you, King. Always coming through, studding up, man. Appreciate you, Larry. Always coming through, showing love, man. You always support the grind. Oh, Money says Saturday with Top Ring.
I want to ask you guys something. Do you guys? There's a young fighter named Duke Regan. I want to see is he had his first professional fight months ago. He's on Top Rank. I believe he's from. I think I want to say upstate New York. I could be wrong, but I think he's from there. He looks pretty good. I want to see if he's going to progress because I see natural skills from him.
Renee said Jessica McCaskill and Cecilia Brackett's rematch too. When is that? I didn't even know they was having it. Did you hear anything about that?
I ain't hear nothing about that. That's news to me.
Yeah, that's brand new news to me, and I'm usually up on everything.
I ain't hear that.
King
but
Nat,
I'll be watching though. That fight I'm interested in for sure.
Yeah, I got to look at that. I didn't know that. That's big. Wow, man. Basement Bosator said Duke Regan from Cincinnati.
Oh, my bad. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. From Cincinnati, man. Ohio produced a lot of fighters. That other guys from Amityville, Golston, I got them mixed up, I believe. But thanks for the tip. Ohio produces a lot of fighters, man.
I didn't hear about that. That's huge news right there.
Yeah, Breakers and McCaskill. Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Yeah, Kurt, March 13th.
Well, there's a lot of boxing coming.
Oh, yeah, Carissa Shields fight March 5th.
March 5th, that's right.
Man.
Yep.
Wow.
I like when we have these avalanche of fights week after week after week consecutively. I like that. Gives us something to talk about. I get real hype, so.
Wow, man. That just got me super duper excited, man. I love this time. Man, smash that like button, man. We should have at least 200. We should have had 1.5 likes, man. How many likes we got? Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Frederick Moore, salute. What's good with you, Fred? Shamar Jones, salute. Smash that like button. Darlin James, what's good? Johnny Stanley, salute. Yeah, that Carissa Shield fight is on Fight TV, right?
Yeah, Fight TV, yep.
That's where Austin Trout just fought.
Did he win? I didn't watch that. Did he win?
Yeah, he won. And that was his fight. He went down to 47, I believe, too.
Austin, see, fighters like Javier Fortuna and Austin Trout, they could be headaches, man.
Yeah.
I asked Miguel Cotto when he lost to Trout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. We should have been at 1.5. How we at 1.1, man? We was at 1,000 at the 1 hour mark. How we got 1.1? Smash the like button, man. Yeah. So, Kurt, what you think about two fights? I want to ask you about before we get out. They saying that Manny Pacquiao is in negotiations with Mikey Garcia, which makes no sense to me because you should have just initiated that from the beginning and you would have kept your belt.
I tell you, they played us like a fiddle, man. Having us being hyped with Ryan Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. They probably was laughing in the back room somewhere or on the telephone. But I think that's a very interesting fight. Can Mikey Garcia has Manny Pacquiao slowed down enough so Mikey can time them with that 1-2 with that quick right hand he has? I think it's a really very interesting, a really good fight because of the styles. Remember, when you're that age in boxing, you never know when it's that time where Father Time is going to set in on Manny Pacquiao. He's fought a lot of fights. He had a lot of grueling fights, man. So I really don't know. He looked good against Thurman, but Father Time can set in any day now.
Mm-hmm.
And Mikey's going to have some success because he's smarter than Thurman. that's why Pacquiao fought Thurman, because he caught Thurman at the right time. Thurman, when he fought Soto Karass and Diego Chavez, that one would have beat Pacquiao, but Pacquiao knew what he was doing. He caught Thurman at the right time. Even though Mikey been inactive, Mikey's a little smarter than Keith. But that's a good fight. I can't say who's going to win that. I will give the edge to Manny, but I can see Mikey win if Mikey can time on Pacquiao. But Mikey is a good fighter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always look at it as it looks like continuation of Marquez. Mikey has a lot of similarities to Marquez to me.
That's a good point. It's a good point.
Now, Keith Thurman, Kurt, he's trying to, which is smart. It's smart in his side, but it's bad in Ugas' side. Ugas is saying Keith Thurman got a point, and Keith Thurman, he said that they've been talking on the phone a lot. Obviously, Keith Thurman is trying to talk you into a fight because he understands what's at stake. If you lose to Errol Spence, he's never going to get his opportunity until Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford get a conclusion and they vacate the belts. Because, or if Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence, then he'll fight Keith Thurman because he said that's on his list. But as far as Errol Spence goes, Errol Spence is never going to fight Keith Thurman. I truly can't see him. He's staying on the square. But Ugas is talking about he got a point. If I beat Keith Thurman, then it makes my fight with Errol Spence a huge pay-per-view fight. The problem is I don't see you beating Keith Thurman. That's smart on Keith Thurman part. That's not smart on your Ugas part. I think Ugas, you go ahead and fight for 3 belts. It's a big fight already. Yeah, if you beat Keith Thurman, you can make it bigger. But you ain't going to beat Keith Thurman. He can't beat Keith Thurman. Boy, what's your thoughts on that, Kurt?
Yeah, I share those same sentiments. Ugas is not on that level of a Spence, Crawford, or even Keith Thurman. Even this Keith Thurman, I believe he will lose. He would have a better chance beating Thurman, but Thurman would really have to, his skills would really have to erode, and I don't see that happening. So why not fight Spence, get big money? You have a chance to get all the titles. So why don't you fight Spence? It just seems like they act like Spence has the plague or something, because now Keith Thurman is trying to swoop in and take old guys from Spence. And if I was Spence, I would never fight Keith Thurman, man. He ducked him, he dodged him, he just when you have that scenario, it just your career is not where it should be, because when Spence was a hot fighter, Thurman could have stepped in and fought him, and it just it just makes Thurman look bad and have Spence waiting. And I wouldn't fight Thurman right now. Spence is the hot fighter right now, and I would bypass Keith Thurman.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Kurt. I think Keith Thurman understands that it's hard pressed. Like, his best opportunity to fight Spence is because he knows Spence wants to be undisputed, is to get that belt from Ugas. You know what I mean? And then he could try to be like, well, you was going to fight Ugas for the belt. You know what I mean, Kurt? Or you was going to fight Manny for it. Fight me for the belt. You know what I mean? He could try to fight.
Yeah, Thurman is trying to be a thorn in Spence's side, man, by doing this, man. And he never wanted to give Spence a opportunity, and when you have a fighter who wants to be great and the main guy in the division don't want to fight you, it just makes him look bad, and your career be stalled because you want a certain fight and you're not getting it. And Thurman, he ran from Spence. I mean, it's been a long time since I seen a guy lose all his momentum because of another fighter, and you never fought him. Thurman was the man until Spence came along. I was a big Thurman fan when he knocked out Soto Karass and Chavez. I really liked the Thurman and Diaz. He was going through people, but when Earl started to make a name for himself, Keith Thurman was like, I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then he told him, Jimmy Bernard, salute. P. Newell, Skinny Hardaway, salute. He told him, King Knapp, salute. He told him, you get a belt, and then let's see what happened. And then he got the belt, and he's still. And the thing was, Errol Spence was everywhere he was. He was doing semi version of Shannon Briggs with Vladimir Klitschko. He wasn't going to that extent, but everywhere Thurman was, he was there. And remember when they did the telecast a few times together?
Yep.
Who you want to fight, Spence? I want to fight this dude. like, bro. And Keith Thurman was like laughing it off, like, oh, it's coming. Your time is coming, baby. Just be patient. You know, it's gonna come. You know, everybody gonna get their turn. I mean, I got this. Oh, I ain't afraid to let it go. Right? And Errol's like, man, never mind all that. When we fighting, you know what I'm saying? If your time is coming, baby, because I got this. I ain't afraid to let it go, baby. It's coming. You just gotta wait your turn. You know what I'm saying? Errol's like, man, this dude ain't trying to fight me.
Nah, when like you said, when they did that telecast, Earl looked him dead in his eye and said, "I want to. This the man I want to fight is right here." And I think that spooked Keith Thurman, man. Keith was like, "See, a fighter, no." He was like, "I can't beat this man," but I'm gonna tell you, Roy Jones. The reason I bring up his name because Roy did something that I wish fighters could do today. When he had that fight with Antonio Tarver and he barely won the first fight and he went up to heavyweight, then he came back down. He could have ducked Antonio Tarver. He could have ducked him. That was the second fight. But he wanted to prove to himself, I can beat this man. It didn't turn out like that because that's when Tarver knocked him out. But my point being, he was in the ring with him. He fought him. And after that first grueling fight, where Antonio made it hard for him, Roy could have stepped over him, but he didn't.
Mm-hmm. And remember this. Remember, Kurt, Roy could have fought Evander Holyfield and Mike Tyson for big money. And Roy was like, listen, I got to go down to 75 in the meantime and handle this work with the Tarver.
Exactly.
He really thought he was going to beat Tarver and then go back up and fight Mike Tyson.
That's what he thought.
He really
That's what he thought. That's it. That's what he thought.
Yeah. And it hurt his, like you said, Kurt, it hurt his pride, that first fight. Even though he got the nod, it was too close for him. Because, like you said, he could have stepped over him. He could have been like, listen, I'm going to fight Mike Tyson. I already satisfied it. We got in the ring. You know what I mean? You did the talking. I beat you. Now I'm going up to fight Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, and I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
No, instead, he said, you know what? That was too close for my liking it. And I got to do it again. And remember what he said, Kurt? Now he going to deal with the real. He won the fight. He won the first fight. And he was talking like he lost, remember?
Yep.
He like, now he going to have to deal with the real Roy Jones in this fight.
I remember that. I remember when he got knocked down, who was that? Lou DeVal? And he kept saying, I got knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it. I got knocked down. Mm-hmm. Because he thought he was a real Superman.
Mm-hmm. Samuel Stahl, he said, y'all can't be any more delusional, honestly. What are we delusional about? I'm confused. You're too molding. Salute. How Ahmad is Ahmad? Salute. I don't understand, man. Like Roy Jones, that's what he did. DJ Stan Johnson, salute. Frederick Moore, salute. Like,
what is he talking about? Delusional about what?
I don't understand, man. Like that's what Roy did. He went up. He said, "Listen, I'm not leaving till I'm fighting." And fighters don't do that today. That's the truth of the matter. Even Floyd did it, Kurt. After that first fight with Madonna, that was close. Yep. And the first fight with Castillo, it was too close. Remember, Floyd said, "Yeah, all right, I'm gonna fight him again in the rematch. It ain't gonna look nothing like it did the first time, though. I can bet you that."
I remember that.
That's exactly what he said. And then that's what Roy said about Tarver. He gonna have to deal with the real Roy Jones in this rematch.
I still remember that knockout. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, man, that hurt, Kurt.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It came out of nowhere.
That hurt, Kurt.
Woo.
That hurt. Boxing Dad, that's a good fight. Boxing Dad said Robert Easter versus Devin Haney. I would love to see it.
Oh, look, that's a good fight. That's a good matchup.
Yeah. And Devin Haney's been calling him out for years.
That's a good matchup. I like that fight.
And remember, Kurt, underrated darkness salute. Kurt, he been calling out Robert Easter for years, Kurt.
Has Easter responded with anything talking about Haney?
Nope. Remember, he kept saying he's just a kid. Remember he said that?
Wow.
Remember, he kept saying, "Oh, he's just a kid. He ain't ready. He a kid."
See, those, he's a kid, and I'm not fighting nobody who's not vaccinated or under the age of 25. I can't rock with that. Nah, you got to fight. You got to fight. You know, he's just a kid. I won't fight him. He don't got a belt. They let you know right there. They ain't trying to fight that fighter.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see that. That's a good fight.
That's a real good fight.
Yep. Let's get out of here, Kurt. My wife got to do a meeting in here.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I enjoyed this boxing talk today, man. Oh, we got boxing coming up, man. When there's fights coming up, there's a psychological thing with me, man. I get all geeked up, man. I'm happy. You know, can't wait for Saturday. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support, man. We're doing good things on this channel. Blue, man, one of the best channels all on YouTube, man. I just love talking boxing, man. I don't have to go to the lounge or the bar anymore. I can, you know, do it in my Pittsburgh Steelers pajamas. And I'm happy, man. So we will see you tomorrow with some more great boxing discussion.
Hey, Kurt, you know what fight we missed? That's coming up, and it got taken down off of BoxRec. I hope it ain't get canceled, Kurt.
What's that?
Jaron Ennis and Sergey Lipinets. It got taken down now. It's not there.
They supposed to fight when, in April?
Yeah.
But that's not a good sign when it's not on BoxRec and it's the schedule. I'm gonna go on his Instagram.
Oh man.
I hope that's not the case. But if they're not fighting, it's because of Lipinets. A lot of people don't know behind the scenes, real quick, that people turn Jaron Ennis down by the dozens. They don't want to fight this man.
Oh man, it's not on BoxRec. It was on there, man. Now it's not there. Oh man, April 10th was supposed to be the date. It was on BoxRec.
It's not a good sign.
Ah man, I just got interesting news. Iran Barkley is in the hospital. He got the virus, Kurt.
Oh wow, I hope it be all right, man. I really do. I like Iran Barkley. I met him one time, man. Good dude. Good dude.
Yeah. Man, that's unfortunate. Man, I hope this fight didn't get canceled, man. Oh, Ronald Morgan, he said Boots said the announcement coming Friday.
Oh, okay, good. April, good. I hope it, you know, happens, man, because people turning him down, man. You know, people don't understand when you get turned down and certain fighters want to fight you, you know, it could stunt your growth, man, as a fighter.
Yeah, it's deflating, man. That's deflating, man. You trying to fight, and then you got to get up for guys that you on another level now, and you got to get up for other guys, man. That's deflating, man.
It is.
That's deflating. But let's get out of here, Kurt. Let me let my wife do her meeting on here. I'm on her laptop still. Well, go ahead, Kurt. Close us out.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the support, the super chats. Thank you, chat. You know, for rocking with us, man. Your patience, and I love the questions. I like interacting with the chat, man. You guys, you know, Lord, know a lot. I learn from you guys as well. I look at all your comments, or try to at least, you know. And thank you very much. Great job, Blue Blood. We'll be back tomorrow to talk some more boxing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.